Please show me an hour with Valentino and Joe Pay. New York Guinea is on the loose. New York Guinea is on the juice. New York Guinea is all the truth. Please enjoy our show and maybe your masseuse is listening too, so give her a splooge. Greg and Joe, Joe and Greg, Joe and Greg, Greg and Joe. I can't come up with any lyrics, so just start the fucking show, bro. And let's hope our two guineas aren't a no-show. So now let's go.
New sponsor, Greg.
There you go. I love it.
New title sponsor. It's so new. It literally happened like in the hour or so leading up to 3 o'clock kickoff, which I apologize for being late. I wanted to get a few things in order, and you know how that works.
Sure I do.
So Enhanced Labs presents the Greg and Joe Show. We will get the banners and all of that nice stuff up there, but go to enhancedlabs.com. That's the brand new title sponsor of Greg and Joe. They're sending us some stuff, Greg. I gave you an address. We're going to have props on the table and all of that, and you'll have them in your house. So welcome to, and thank you, Chris Alisea, who works out at the same gym I do, ProFit Gym. Made it all happen, and we're looking forward to having a great relationship. Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm looking at their website. I mean, I just started playing around. They got all sorts of fucking things. But the thing I like, they had some kind of pancakes. Sweet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like protein, like keto pancakes. There you go. Something like that.
It's enhanced protein pancakes, creamier and more protein than ever.
All right, let's do it. I'm always up for that.
Yeah. Food? Are you kidding me? Thank you all for fucking joining us today on this our regular day, Wednesday. We're back on our regular day. All right.
Charlie Arms, he's funny.
Ronan's gonna get his spaghetti ready. What's up, bro? How the fuck are you?
There he is, our guy.
Looking forward to this episode, as am I, my friend.
We haven't seen John, right? John, where you been?
John, yeah, we need you. We need you every fucking episode. We need he's a paisan here too. How much did you pay for the jingle? Hugo Claus did it, and he did it for nothing. But I got to at least give him a hand job or something.
Charlie Arms.
Get rid of an old load. There he is, Greg's fucking friend from yesteryear, Mr. Charlie Arms, Charlie Bracchia. Congratulations on the new sponsor. Wish I was 20 years younger so I could try out those great products. Maybe they have some kind of like Geritol.
There you go, Charlie.
You should do old man supplement. Oh wait, Vince has that. The old man's doing. But I mean, like Geritol, Preparation H. But put a little steroids in there.
Preparation H.
A little bit, right? Richard, what's up? Thank you for watching again. How about AOC saying she grew up in the most dangerous hood? She grew up down the block.
She grew up down the street from me since she was 2 years old. She's
beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, she lives in a nice house. Lucy and I go junking at her parents' house. I've gotten her fucking junk.
If you could find old clothes of hers, you can sell them.
I sniff them first.
Creepy is that?
Not for that. She gained a little weight, but when she was younger, she was pretty fucking cute. She hung out at the pool, swimming pool, right? There's a pool at the end of her street. There's Junior Lake Pool, and she's not. I used to bring my daughter there. She went to high school with my nieces, my sister's daughters. Yeah, back in high school, they called her Sandra, though. Sandy, yeah. She is a good-looking girl, but she's a fucking. Her political stances are fucking brutal, and compared to what you and I. She needs an Italian sausage from one of us. Maybe you in the front, me in the back, and then we'll high five and swap places.
Yeah, and maybe we'll switch. Maybe she'll change. She'll go fucking left to right. Yes. So welcome everybody to this week's episode. Again, proud to announce Enhanced Labs is the new sponsor of Enhanced Labs presents the Gregg and Joe Show. So
Yes.
yeah, so just be on the lookout for a lot of promos and stuff like that, graphics coming out. I just made a couple of quick ones today. Like I said, we literally got this fucking deal done on the 11th hour, right under the fucking rope.
Joe,
yeah.
I gotta ask you something without saying the name because I don't know if he wants me to say it. But I just talked to my friend who was in jail for quite a while, and he said he talked to you, and I know you mentioned that. How did he get a hold of you?
A letter.
Really?
He wrote me a letter, and I sent him a letter and a magazine back. And I don't know when. I haven't heard back from him in a while. I mean, if you speak to him, find out the address. I can mail it to him. I sent him a whole bunch. I sent him the one with the girl so we can jerk off a lot too.
He's been in there 7 years already. He's done a total of 13 years total. You know what I'm saying?
How much more is ahead?
He said he's got up for parole in maybe 2027.
Okay.
He's such a good guy, man. I really feel bad for him. But he made some mistakes, you know. But
listen, we all fucking do, bro.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I had the address and I cannot find the letter he sent me, and I want to hook him up. I want, give him something to fucking to read and shit. There's my boy Chris right there. Excited to crush with you guys. Chris is the guy with Enhanced Labs. He's the man behind the deal. He's wheeling and dealing. He was like the Scott Boras of this deal.
That a boy, Chris. We like Scott Boras too. Scott Boras needs some Scott O. He fucking kills the teams, but he gets them players some money.
Yep. Well, so Chris, thank you so much. We're looking forward
to.
We're gonna this stage will look different next week. We'll have it all fucking done up. I'm literally downloading all of their graphics and artwork with the subs as we speak. He sent me a whole fucking slew of shit, which is great. All the bottles and everything. So look forward to that, folks. Corey, there he is, our buddy Corey. What's the deal with his legs? Never seen veins like that on a young man. Nick Walker is a fucking beast. He's huge, and his lower body is definitely fucking,
These guys, they all today have.
Walker,
nobody has thin legs anymore.
Nick Walker.
Whoop, there you go.
Nick's legs. Look at those fucking legs.
Those are some pretty big gams. Let me just tell you.
Fucking good. Well, he's gonna have something to say at the Olympia. This is a fucking loaded lineup. I know we don't really usually go over like pro bodybuilding, but I literally just got my email. Like that's why I said my plate is full today between personal and business. I just got an email with my Olympia credential approval. So
nice.
Flight and all of that. So I'll be there in Las Vegas in October to see the Mr. Olympia. There's a lot of big names, and there's a lot of is Samson gonna do it again? Is Lunsford gonna do it? There's just so many fucking big names in it, and easy guys to root for. Like Derek Lunsford's a fucking good dude. Samson's a good fucking dude. I mean, Walker, I don't know him at all. I mean, people, including us, me and MSM, gave him a little shit for dropping out last year. Romano wrote that article in that issue there. But whatever, he's in it now. So let's see how he does. It should be a very interesting weekend out there in City, Gregorio.
Sin City, baby. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yes, at least and speaking of Vegas, I just posted yesterday the interview I did with Matthew Bauer. He's the guy, the bookie that was involved with the whole show, Hey Otani's interpreter, Ipe Muzahara. And we talked a lot about Vegas and the old Vegas and the new Vegas. I asked him questions, and we talked about gear. We talked about how MLB didn't investigate him when our buddy Kirk, and you're in the video too, because I did a little B-roll of me, you, and Kirk from the Shitload of Sports. So if you watch the video on YouTube, you'll see yourself in there, Greg. and I mentioned you too.
I gotta watch that because I love baseball.
You're
You
gonna
know,
love that. Yeah.
Otani
No.
is like a fucking. The
Yeah.
guy pitches, steals bases,
Bro,
and
50,
hits
50.
home runs and for average. I mean, that's Babe Ruth right there, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, listen, he's great. And if he had any implication in this thing, they were able to, they got a fall guy, So, and
I tell.
Matthews protected Otani. He was honest. He's like, I never fucking spoke to the guy. How could I say the money was?
How could you not know though? I mean, to say that Otani, like when this shit hit the fan, I think MLB doesn't want to investigate it because they're afraid if they find something, it's going to be the Epstein files of MLB. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they don't want, because right now he puts asses in the seats. Plus he's foreign. They don't want to rattle
the world is watching
Japanese players.
Yeah, Japan. Oh, they're huge with their baseball players come here with the media. I was talking about with Kaz Matsui on the Mets, who is nothing compared to Otani. He was nothing at all, but in comparison. So Matt and I chopped it up pretty good. I highly recommend you guys watch that video. It's on the same YouTube channel. And Matt was a great guy, and you would love him. He's fucking 50. He's on TRT, trained.
I love it.
Big fucking dude. A real good guy. He owned up to what he did wrong. He fucking pled guilty, and he said, I ain't throwing my friends under the bus.
Right.
So he made it. The people that were helping him with the operation, the bookkeeping operation, none of them got jammed up. So,
if you guys don't know, Joe and I are friends with Kirk Radomski, who was involved in the whole with, remember, Patrick Arnold, I know very well. You know what I mean? Victor Conti. I hooked up Victor Conti with the guy who wrote the book with me, wrote the book with Victor Conti, Nathan.
That was a great book, Victor Conti's book.
And Conti worked for MD and shit. But the thing is that our boy Kirk Radomski was the bat boy turned juice dealer. He was on the field when the Mets won the World Series in '86, and he's got some fucking unbelievable great stories of behind the scenes with those guys, with Kevin Mitchell and fucking all those guys, the shit that they used to do, getting prostitutes and getting blowjobs in the bullpen and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Yeah, no, and Kirk came up, and this is video. Matt, I don't know, it's a little, I don't know why it's so shiny, but there's Matt's book, Recalibrate. I got it in the mail the day we did the interview. So I didn't get a chance to read it, obviously, because an hour later or so, but go to YouTube and check it out. I think I have a link on the story on sportmag.com to get his book. And he's going in federal penitentiary on October 10th. He's facing 1 year and a day, and he's hoping to get out earlier.
Oh, Club Fed. Those guys sit back on park benches and fucking, they get some of them even cook their own food and shit,
Yeah. Don't put too much onions in the sauce. What do you mean? I only put 2 onions.
You got to cut it really thin. Cut it really thin. And then you add the sausage at the end, right? That's it.
Look at that. The sausage. Look at that. Scatman is the Scatman. Thought on the right-wing German party, AFD, whose 7 members died of some. I don't know anything about them at all, Scatman. I'll be honest with you. I've heard an extreme right-wing party in Germany. I don't know anything about them.
Is that new? Is that old? What is that? Is that new or old?
It's like, Germany is very touchy when it comes to right-wing politics.
Are you kidding me?
So I know that this is like they get a lot of negative attention in the press and stuff. So he's, I guess, saying, how can all of these guys die sudden heart attacks? So maybe something's going on.
Maybe they talk shit about Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's maybe they were on Epstein's list and with her, and they have to get rid of them. Yes, the Clinton list is very long, Greg. She's worse than Roy DeMeo.
Dude, how do you fucking? There's nobody on this planet that knew 56 or 58, whatever that number is, people that died either by suicide or by accident. It's impossible. It's impossible.
It is.
But we better not talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said a word.
Enhanced Labs presents the DOA and DOA show. We'll be at it. There's Linda McCann's dressed up like the Biden guy. AOC needs to F-U-C-K. I can say fuck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Anyway, the fucking tranny like Greg to prove she's a true progressive. Whoa, that's a loaded statement.
AOC needs to be a tranny. I'd still fuck her in the ass.
Oh man, yeah, she looks like she would.
She's
be,
cute. She's not bad. When she was a kid, she had teeth and shit. You know.
Yeah. I still haven't seen like older pictures of her.
Yeah, I didn't see her in person. You know, when she was a kid and everything. But
you can recognize her from the eyes. Jerry Synthol. Oh come on. Greg, why didn't
Greg,
you
don't you come clean yesterday on After Hours? What? Wait, why didn't you come clean? Well, Jerry, when you come clean, I'll come clean because that's the stupidest fucking thing. I'm over here saying I'll fuck a tranny in the ass, but you think I'm gonna lie about fucking Synthol? Come on, Jerry. Joe, ring the bell for Christ's sake.
Jerry, personal foul.
You know what's funny? I don't even care what you guys think. I don't care if you think I fucking shot Synthol. I don't give two shits, to be honest with you. I don't care. Think what you want. Call me a liar. You're a coward, Jerry. You're a coward because if I click on Jerry, whatever, Jerry Synthol, you know it's going to come up. No friends. Nobody. You just got on here, changed the name.
No
you know? For all I know, you and my friend Steve fucking changing names again. You know what I mean?
I didn't see the episode, but Greg doesn't need to come clean. He's said it 1,000 times. There's nothing.
Because Dave talked about when I was taking testosterone and shit, where I dumped full bottles, but that's neither here nor there. When I had the hematoma, John was saying, "Oh, wasn't it? It was a infection." It wasn't an infection. I drained it. Even Armand said, "I saw the video. It was all blood. It was blood. I drained it of blood. There was no pus that came out of there, but everything and no oil." But whatever. You know what's funny? I don't care what you guys think. That first of all, that balloon arm, that was 1999, I think, beginning of 2000, right around that time when I drained it. That's 25 fucking years ago.
Oh Jesus!
If I wanted to look like
timestamp with the video camera in the bathroom.
Well, it was a VHS. Joe, you know what the key to the whole thing is? When I said it yesterday. If you watch, I'm on a phone with a cord.
Yes,
I'm on a phone like this, and it's got a cord. Who has a phone with a cord? Fuck it, you know what I mean? It's not like.
Hey, wait, I've been in your house a number of times. I've been in that. I've used that bathroom. Looked in that mirror. How long was that cord? Is that the kitchen phone? No,
it was right there. It was right outside the bathroom. We did have a phone because it would go in my bedroom for when I was. But the thing is that's how long ago that. I think it was 1999 when I drained it. I can't remember. It's in 99 or early 2000. But you're talking at least 25 years ago. You know what I mean? I didn't even know the Synthol shit started getting big in the early 2000s. But I was just dumping full. But I don't care, dude. I would fuck Jerry. Yeah. Jerry, if you look good with a wig, I know your real name's not Jerry, but we'll play the game, okay? If you look good with a wig, I'd bang you too.
Yeah. You can just spell it with a G and end it with an I.
That's right. You'll end it with a because I'm gonna stick it right in your fucking can.
They smushed against the headboard in some cheap hotel.
People are so stupid, I mean, even Dave, he'll tell you, forget it.
Oh, who cares?
25 years later, you guys still obsessed with that shit.
Oh God, please find something new. Jesus.
Like I would say, I fucked up, Joe. I stuck saying. The balloon arm that I showed when I showed it purpose. You see the blood dripping down like this, a little drip. Because I stuck it, and then I said, let me show. And I was showing Bob Bonham. I did the tape because I was on the phone with Bob Bonham, and it was a big VHS tape. I was filming with a VHS camera.
That's how they used to go on those big cameras. Right. Yeah, full size, not the mini.
Yes, I had full size VHS, and then I brought it to Stronger Shape. And when I did a show called, it was for the BBC. They asked, can we get that film? And I gave Bob let him have the film. I said, fine. And that's how that all started, But, look at his Synthol.
Oh, whatever. God. I did not have sex with that testosterone. It was Synthol. I'll call a press conference at the Olympia one day.
I don't even care. Think what you want. Think what you want. It's been 25 years. If you think I'd give two shits, I don't.
Oh, no. Johnny Blevins. Hey, John, what's up? Still not a relation to Jeremy, the ex-Met pitcher. You guys are awesome. This is my favorite show. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed this program. We love doing it. Charlie Arms. Haven't seen a pair of legs like that since I dated Susan Anton. Ooh,
Susan Anton. Dude,
oh, man.
Charlie Arms, do you know who dated Susan Anton? Do you know who was her boyfriend? I think even I might have married her. Caitlyn Jenner, who was Bruce Jenner. That was, I think, Bruce Jenner's first wife. I think he married Susan Anton. I'm pretty sure he did. I could be wrong with that because I'm wrong with everything else. But I'm pretty sure that Bruce Jenner at one time was either dating or married Susan Anton.
Seems reasonable. Like we're both.
She was a piece of ass back then. In the
Dude, she was amazing. That fucking love. Ooh, yeah, she was for many years. I bet you she still looks good.
I worked in a movie theater back in the late 70s, and she was in a movie that I used to sit there and watch that and like Aliens 1. Oh, those two movies used to fucking play. Oh, I'd sit there. I mean, I could sit there and like fucking mouth the words to those movies.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she was something else. Where do you buy jeans and khakis with dyes like that? Cavarici jeans. Remember the Cavaricis?
Cavaricis. Oh, Cavarici jeans. And the Capizio shoes.
Oh,
and the fucking...
Bro, I had them all. I was a cliche.
Dude, when we were young.
Dancing cliche.
Joe, when you were younger, I mean, you know, you're like, how many years younger are you than me?
I'm 58.
Okay, you're 50. All right, so I'm 65, whatever that is. I can't even think. 7 years. But the thing is, when I was younger, I'm sure you too, you couldn't wear sneakers to school or jeans. Today, kids wear shorts, sneakers, you know what I mean? Like backpacks. None of that shit. You used to have to bring your shoe. Remember, I had to bring sneakers for gym day.
For gym, yeah.
Remember that? If you had gym day, you had to bring sneakers. Now, maybe towards the end of high school, you might have been able to wear sneakers. I don't remember. I think you did.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, and
I
when
think by the time I got into junior high, they lessened it. When I was in elementary, we had to be a little tidy. You know, that was.
And you had to wear like a shirt with a collar, whether it was like an Izod shirt or something, a little button shirt. You know, we had to wear shirts with. But I was in school. I'm talking about in the '60s and shit.
Yeah, we had assembly every Friday.
I remember
we
that.
had to wear a white button shirt with the stupid red cross tie. It was the dumbest looking thing in the world. But that was, you know. But I think it actually makes kids more. You know,
it's discipline, though. It's a discipline to have to. That's what Catholic school does. It. You have to wear the little outfit, the little uniform. It's a discipline. You know what I mean? It teaches you a discipline.
Yep. No, I agree. RB, what's up, RB? He's been around these parts before. Greg, got any Bob Bottom stories? And was he ever a bodybuilder?
No, he was never. He was never. I mean, he was a recreational bodybuilder. Wasn't.
Yeah.
I got 10 million Bob Bottom stories. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I got 10 million of them. I mean, I'm still, you know, hurt over his death because, you know, he called me up and basically told me I love you and goodbye, and that was it. And he died, you know, and he told me there's nothing you could do. What's that?
He was in another state. It wasn't like he was.
Yeah, no, he was in Florida. And then I called his girlfriend at the time, you know, and I said, you know, yo, he just called me, said he's going to, you know, do this, and this. And, you know, you got to run over there or something like that. And by the next morning, that was it. It was done.
Yeah, very, very sad.
He actually told me, "I love you. I want you to know that. Don't think that like you could have done something to stop this."
To absolve you of feeling like you.
Right. He said, I don't want any pity. Don't sympathize. That this is what I want. I really want it, and I'm going to make sure it happens. You know. And I was like, you know, I tried to talk him out of it. You know, but you can't when there's somebody. He was very thick when his mind was made up, but he also wasn't thinking straight. You know what I'm saying? Like
the medications he was using definitely were.
Because he was such a strong man, like in the mind. Like if you had an issue, Joe, he could sit down with you and help you get through it. And like he was, but meanwhile,
his own.
Because you know, it's just some side effects of antidepressants are severe depression and suicide thoughts, and that's what happened.
It's like. I don't know. It's fucking. The doctor's got to pick up on that right away. I don't know if Bob didn't say anything. I'm just speculating.
No, you know what's funny? He tried to. Joe, he tried to kill himself a couple of days before. He had tried. He went to a tree behind. There was like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and he went. And he hung himself off a tree. The tree branch broke. He broke his arm.
Jesus.
Broke his arm. He ran in the middle of traffic and shit. He said that they took him into the hospital. He's telling me all this shit. And I'm like, then I asked his girlfriend, I said, did you know about this? And she said, yeah. You know, he said that they want, like that he ran into the fucking street, tried to have cars run him over on the highway.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I mean? Then he said the cops were like, they were conspiring. You know what I mean? Like, because he's delusional.
Yeah. No, there was something wrong, and he needed to be on a different medication. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know if somebody dropped the ball there, but whatever is, a great guy was lost.
Yeah, he was a great guy. He was a phenomenal guy.
Possibly something that could have been changed before, and then he would have still been.
I think so. I think if I was down there in Florida, but you can't. He tells me, and then
he did it right after that.
And yeah, that morning I couldn't just jump on it didn't work.
Even if you did, you wouldn't have got.
I wouldn't have got there. I would have got there and saw what.
You would have saw the results.
What she saw, yeah. And that wouldn't have been good for me.
Yep. Yeah. RB, how was Ireland, Joe? Ireland was great. We had a beautiful time. The weather was wonderful too, which is very odd for Ireland, regardless of the time of year. We had good meals. We saw some fucking. You would love that. These 1,000-year-old castles.
Dude, I love all that shit. I really do.
Hey, yeah, it was fucking. It was that part of it was just like mind blowing. To see these castle from the.
Joe, 1 second. I'm sorry, I gotta pee. Fuck already. I'll be right there. Right there. I can hear you guys. Yeah, I'm coming.
Go pee.
I'm coming.
Yes, Ireland was good. I highly recommend it if anybody ever wants to go there for a trip. We were in Southern Ireland, Dublin, which is on the East Coast, and then the tour took us across the south to the West Coast, and then back to Dublin, and we had to stop in the mid. So kind of like we were in Florida, we went to California, and then we stopped in Texas, and then went back to Florida and flew home. If you catch the correlation, if you will, the comparison, may I say. But I'm going to take this opportunity to run a commercial from, if you happen to go to Ireland, let's just say my wife and I went to Ireland, and I fucking dropped dead. I had a heart attack while I was in Ireland. She's like, what the fuck do I do? This is what she would have done.
My name is Vince with Chapel of Peace, and this is proof that you need to pre-plan your funeral. Send this video to family and friends and see if they can plan your funeral right. We're going to add up these numbers. If they're even 3 points off, you need to plan your own funeral. Let's go. Burial, cremation, aquamation. If you chose burial at a cemetery, or are you going overseas? If you chose cremation, is the urn going home, going to a cemetery, or are you scattering at sea? Are you having a viewing or no viewing? Are you having a full funeral or no funeral at all? Flowers or no flowers? Do you want a certain person to speak, or you're okay with whoever speaks? Are you trying to spend less than $5,000, less than $10,000, less than $15,000, less than $20,000? Add up those numbers, send this to someone else, and if they're even 3 points off, boy, you need to plan your own funeral. Remember, pre-planning puts you in charge. Here at Chapel of Peace, we can help you with this. Give us a call, like, share, and follow.
I love Vince.
I dropped dead in Ireland. My wife could have got a hold of Johnny and Vince Kunkel, West Coast Johnny, our buddy, and his son Vince. They run chapelofpeacecremation.com. She could have had my body shipped down. He could have done a nice, beautiful cremation, and then send it back to her and all of that stuff. And she
could have cut off your penis, and they could have put it in the small urn.
Yes.
That little urn. Yeah, you know what's funny?
I had to blow it up first, though.
If Joe died, we would go over there in honor of Joe, and we would do a ghost hunting thing. Joe, are you in here? Joe, if you're here, are you here with us now, Joe? Speak to us.
Yes.
Joe and I are into that, by the way. I would love to do a show where Joe and I go to some fucking. I'm just afraid we bring it back home. That's the only thing I'm afraid.
No, that would be great. No, that's something that I've been, thinking about too.
Well, I would love to. Joe, I love that shit.
I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but whatever. We'll see.
It's a nice thought.
Always try. Game over. AWD. I live in Vegas. Any good Sound Factory stories?
Oh,
Gregg was a Sound Factory guy. I never went to the Sound Factory.
Yeah, there's a million. I mean, I got a million stories. It just used to be funny how every one of the top bodybuilders you guys love were fucking lit in there, bro. Lit.
Yeah, and that's cool. Why not?
They were all lit.
Right? They are. How about that other former Mr. Olympia you said?
Oh, I remember That was Dorian. He had a mesh shirt on. Oh, fuck. He's not
But
too
he was
happy with me
having
already.
fun. Who cares? No, you hurt anybody.
I was with Bob Bonham. He goes to me, "Oh fuck!" He goes, "Look right here. Look, we're like standing like right, and there's a corner right there." And we turn and we look, and it's Dorian. He's fucking in the corner, and he's just bopping and shit. He was like fucked up, but he's good though. Dorian's alright. He's a good guy, you know.
He is. No, he's cool.
Everybody loves this.
Yeah.
Basically, when I was with a bunch of guys, Victor Martinez and everything. We went in Craig Titus and Kelly Ryan. Kelly was into the bathroom. We all go, boys and girls go in the same bathroom.
Yeah. It was unisex. Yeah.
And I had a fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're there all night. You're there for hours and hours, and we had just eaten at the diner. We go there at 6 a.m. and shit. So we just eaten in the diner, and I was like, "Fucking Bob, I shouldn't have ate that fucking stuff." So I ran in the bathroom. People shitting there all the time. So I go in the bathroom. I talk to Kelly, and I are talking in the bathroom. Kelly Titus, Craig's wife, and then she walks out. I go in there. I shit my brains. As soon as I come out, I go to wash my hands, and fucking Victor Martinez comes in and goes, "Holy shit, man! It stinks in here." And I said, "Dude, that was Kelly. She just came in here. I was just in here. She just took a shit in the stall." And he's like, "Oh man."
You passed it on to the young Kelly Ryan.
Dude, you'd be in there and people would be looking over the fucking, there'd be people climbing up, they'd be in the next booth getting like, guys be getting blowjobs or being there with two chicks, they'd be everybody snorting coke. And he'd climb up over the top and he'd look over at you. I'm like, "Excuse me."
Oh,
They think maybe I'm in here doing coke. Like, "Yo, you got in here?" I'm sitting there like, "Dude, I'm legitimately in here shitting. Do you understand? I'm going to you fuckers are all in these other booths. This guy's getting a blowjob. This guy's giving a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These chicks are all doing coke and shit, and I'm the only one in there, going to the bathroom for real. Anyway.
That's why I went to the fucking Guinea clubs in fucking Brooklyn. I wasn't into, we used to go to 1018.
Oh, dude, I used to go to 1018 right off the highway there. Yeah, that was pretty good, bro.
18th Street and 10th Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, West Side Highway.
Right off the West Side Highway, literally right there.
Yeah, I used to go to Emerald City, the Red Parrot, which was Studio 54.
Went to the Red Parrot, Studio 54,
A few of them, but there was trannies and weirdos in there, and we were a bunch of fucking Brooklyn Guidos. We were like, "Get this fucking."
But the thing is, you couldn't tell. This is what everybody thinks. Like, when they think of trannies, they think of these things that you see on TV with the blue hair and the beard and shit. No, these trannies, you couldn't tell. Some of them worked as strippers. Some get their usually got cut off, and they're in scores. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no fucking clue, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The height. They couldn't hide the height.
Some you get a tall one. Yeah, well, that's when you get the tall one. Those are like drag queens and shit.
Yeah.
But that's a different animal. But the thing is, we would go to all. You remember the Palladium and
I always go to Palladium. I've been there a couple of times, not a lot, but
the Palladium Exit. We used to go to all those, but we all went as a crew. I'd be in there with Thackeray, Mubarak. We were in there all the time with Craig Titus when he'd be in town. Victor, what's his name? Jesus Christ, King Kamali. You know what I mean? We'd always be in there with him. Sometimes his wife Barbara would be there. Sometimes she wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
That had to be pretty wild though, with all these fucking big guys.
Oh yeah, you see there with all these fucking bodybuilders. With John Romano be in town. Fucking Ron Harris. We'd have all those guys. We'd all be in there together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them would be lit, laying like this and shit. And a fucking, you'd be like, "Holy shit!" I could tell you stories. Some stories I'll tell you, Joe, later, but I'm not going to say here because these guys get butthurt. You start saying certain things about certain.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you know what?
Me, it's funny. I don't give a shit. Kamali tells everybody about the story with me with the tranny when he was friends with some fucking hot tranny from Boston. She came over to me, and I was like, "Dude, hook me up with that." And he goes, "That's a tranny." I said, "I don't give a shit. She's got a nice ass, right in the can." But she was like Asianish. She was like Asian and American. Bro, she's the hottest girl in the club. Who looked like a stripper. She's about 5'4", 5'5". She had like spiked heels on, big fucking tits, tiny fucking body like a Barbie doll.
Nice.
Yeah. I would have pounded the shit out, right?
Yeah, well, like you said, some of them you can't tell.
No, you wouldn't tell. You could tell. You guys have no idea. This is a different animal. You live in Cornstalk, USA, and you have like some drag queen living in your town. You think that's not a tranny. That's a dude. That's a totally different animal.
Yeah. Pop Tart Fitness. What's up, Pop Tart? Legend has it that Mike Mensa would keep a bottle of vodka in his car to dry out if he was to ever bloated, and cigarettes to curb his hunger during a diet. Is this normal?
Well, that's true that he did all that, but I don't know if it was to kill the hunger or anything. I did it because I think he was addicted to that shit.
He's
He
enjoying
was
it.
a cigarette fiend, smoked cigarettes like a fucking like constant. And he drank vodka. He used to be in my fucking. He used to be at my gym. He would friends with my friend Alex, who was Bob Gruskin's right hand man. So they'd come to my gym, just sit there and hang out. And when I not my powerhouse gym, the Pete Skill one, and he would come there. They'd sit and hang out. And Mike Metzer and I would go at it because he would say to me all the time, "You can't do that many sets if you're training intense. There's no way you can do that many sets." I'm like, dude, I cut the rest periods. That's the intensity. I like high volume. I can't do that.
Yeah.
The way he did it, like to do it for the legs, but I can't do it for other body parts,
Yeah, no,
But he didn't understand that. He didn't get. He was a good guy, though. I got along very well. We didn't argue, but we would banter,
Yeah.
Ray was a different story, though, Joe. Ray was very moody.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could meet Ray and he'd talk your ear off and be all nice and friendly with you today, ask you how you doing, you hang out with you, you spot each other on a bench. And the next day he'd walk by and you'd say hello. He'd be like, he wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't even look at you. You know what I mean? And then if you asked him for a spot or something, he'd freak out. I mean, you know how guys are moody? They're like, I hate moody people, even chicks. No, I don't like moody people. Don't get moody. I'm always in a good mood. I never take out my personal fucking bullshit on anybody else.
Yeah.
But some people are. They're moody.
Yeah. Well, John Mancini, classic movie. He might be talking about Aliens. I think maybe what you mentioned.
Yeah, or maybe the other. It was a great movie.
There's Megan. Hey, you doing? How you doing, Meg? We will always appreciate you sending Victor Conti to us. Only thing that sucks is we had to give him royalties. He wasn't a good sport like Greco.
You know what's funny? Speaking of Megan,
He's a fucking funny.
Megan, you know. Speaking of that, Nathan just got a hold of me yesterday, right?
Really?
And yeah, because I got another royalty from my book. I got a new royalty because they sent it to him. But so he's sending me to Shkadol. But I mean, not for them. But that book's been out since. I'm like, I go to Dollar Tree, you see books and shit, or like bargain basement shit where a dollar, where the books are $1. My shit's still selling, and that shit's from 2009, I think it came out, or whatever, something like that.
Fucking, I got it right in the next room. I love it.
Yeah,
Great
Joe,
book.
the magazine's in there. Joe,
Fucking Muscle Sport with Greg on the cover's in there, so I like it even more with that.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's a great book. It's a great
actually, he just got a hold of me last night.
That's Drugs and Muscle.
Yeah, that Drugs and Muscle. Yup. You guys want to read stories?
You guys you're seeing eye to eye again?
Who, me and who?
Nathan.
Me and Nathan? No, we never had a fight.
But he didn't. He was with the fucking royalties and all of that, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, well, no, but he gives them to me. No, no, we're good. We're good.
Right.
Nathan and I are good.
Oh, good. And Megan's a regular watcher of our program, so
Megan.
Megan, Cherub, apart from training, do you have any other hobbies or interests? Yes, masturbation, self-flogging.
I think Joe and I share like sports. We're both very into sports. A lot of bodybuilders don't even watch sports,
Yes.
I like sports. Definitely love Olympic sports. Joe and I both like ghost hunting. I'm into like history shit. Like I love when Joe Rogan has on like, dudes that like lived in the Amazon and shit like that. And they got great stories. Like, they tell you the worst thing that can happen to you in the Amazon is if you have to take a shit. If you have to take a shit, he said that there's bugs that will actually sense your asshole. Like there's a flying dong beetle that will actually try to burrow into your asshole. He said you have to stand there and they have to wave, like shit like that. I just love,
I love that. Yeah, both of us are sports and history buffs.
Ghost hunting, ghost shit. You know what I mean?
I like to watch all of those programs with my wife. And that's sports takes up a good chunk of our time.
Sports. You got to be well-rounded. I'm into pretty much a lot of shit I watch, but you got to be well-rounded, Yeah, I love history shit, anything.
History is always good,
Bodybuilding is bullshit, but whatever.
Trump's doing a great job. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a phenomenal job. It's unbelievable how people can't see that.
Grocery shopping, compare it to last year. 18 months
Oh,
ago.
absolutely.
You
And
buy the
it's not only
same shit. You buy the same shit pretty much every week. You know what you're paying every week. You remember.
Dude,
Now I'm not hearing 478. I'm hearing 360 or something. It's a big
yeah, for
difference.
eggs, you're talking about. Yeah, but remember when he first
Total
he,
for the
he
bill.
was in 3 days, and the first thing the Democrats like, how come eggs are so high? And I'm like, well, you're fucking guys. The guy who got they were like $8 and shit. Now they're 3 something. You know,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go down even more. I'm paying like $3.49 or whatever, but I was paying $8 under Biden.
Gas
You
is
fucking
down.
money. Everything, gas is down. Everything. You gotta be fucking kidding me. But the left, listen, the left doesn't like him cleaning up crime. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. He's sending these National Guardsmen.
And what
to
about this guy,
shoot us.
Abrego Garcia? They're trying to stop, like, they're trying to, you know what? They're trying to make another George Floyd out of that guy.
Yeah.
He's not a hero. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's got 2 orders against him to leave. You know what I'm saying? He's done all kinds of shit from, he's done even child shit and stuff they have against him. You have no fucking, that's
Yeah.
why when his wife doesn't smile when they're, she's sitting like, oh, fuck, I didn't think I was going to see him again, you know?
Yeah.
He was
All
there.
these people are cheering. Free him.
Oh my God.
He's a political prisoner. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you're going to compare, first of all, Alligator Alcatraz. You're in there for 2 weeks. That's it. Then you get deported. It's a detention center. It's a giant holding cell.
Yes.
Okay, but you're going to compare that, like the left is like, it's like Auschwitz. It's a concentration camp. You're going to compare it with what wiped out almost all the Jews
Minimizes genocide.
in fucking Europe. You're going to compare that with the Holocaust with that? Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to compare. Do you know how many Jews died in the Holocaust? And you're going to compare that? And it's just like the whole Gaza thing. You know, there's no such thing as a Palestinian. They're Arabs. That's what they are. Egypt's like, keep them cockroaches out of here. We don't, you know, listen, I don't want to see innocent people die. Okay, I don't. But, you know, I don't want to, don't get me started on that shit, you know?
I'm the same way.
I don't want to see anybody. I don't care if you're. I got Muslim people. A girl who wears a hijab, who's one of my girlfriend's best friends, and they actually used to live with me. And they're such good people. I hang out with them. They're great. They're nothing like that. Not everybody that's radical shit. There's 2 difference. It's just like not every black wants to, like, you know. There's a lot of blacks who hate this crime. You know, hate all this shit.
Yeah.
You know,
want to live in the fucking area and not, you know, be a victim.
not every Guinea's a mafia guy either. You know, it's come on.
Exactly. Yep. AFD are leading the polls. So they're actual political parties. See, I don't know German politics much.
Yeah, I don't know. And you know what? I don't know if your polls are like our polls. The only polls I believe are stripper polls. Other than
Yeah, I don't believe the polls either.
Dude, the polls had fucking. I remember the night of the election.
Hillary.
Holy Christ, Joe. Oh my God. You know, it's going to be close. They're saying that, you know, it could go either way. It was so close between Trump and fucking what's her name, and it was close. It wasn't even fucking. Are you kidding me? He won every fucking, not 1 or 2, every fucking swing state, every one of them, and he won by big. He won the fucking overall vote too. The popular, and they had you believing that this is going to be. Oh, it's Joe. It's a little too close to call.
Well, they had her blowing him away earlier.
At one point, they had her blown.
Yeah, 80-20 or something.
You can't believe polls, my brother, but your countries are there. Listen, you let all those savages in your country, and you guys with the bleeding hearts, but, you know, they're human beings.
Oh, fuck that whole fucking country.
Dude, you let your fucking wrong leaders in there. You did a lot of shit. You guys made it so your country's pretty fucked. Unless you get a Trump in there that's going to really clean house, bro, you're stuck with those savages.
Yep.
They're savages.
All the Europeans.
You guys don't understand. Even when the Guineas came over, you know, Joe's family, my family, we were the poverty people of Italy. When you're, what you're getting from other countries is is either the scum of the earth, as the cops in New York would say, the schkells, okay, or you're getting the real poor people just want a chance. You know what I mean? But you're not getting like the rich people, the people with their shit together, and those people in houses. You know what I mean?
Business owners.
Right. You know, my brother-in-law is Dominican. He lives in Puerto Plata. His family owns hotels on the beach. They have horses and shit on the beach. You know what I mean? And they look at look at, I got people in my country. They fucking living in cardboard boxes. We laugh at them. I'm like, we shouldn't laugh at them. But, you know, those are the people in the cardboard boxes. Those are the people coming over. Do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
So you're getting the fucking, you're getting the Ugats, and that's what's leaving these other countries. The rich fucking Arabs, they're not going nowhere. They're sitting back going, let the peasants go. Those are cockroaches. That's why Egypt's like, yo, they're right on the border of Gaza. Egypt's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You ain't coming in here, motherfucker. You ain't coming in here. None of those countries.
Israeli Defense Force, I think that stands for, but IDF, yeah, that's taking them. Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't get into all that. American politics is really what I give a shit about,
Yeah, I mean, right-wing Germany is definitely the IDF is not a fan of. We can pretty much not understand that.
Yeah,
Pietaro, how was everyone's Labor Day weekend? I had a great one, Greg. It was beautiful.
Good. Same shit.
I did a little barbecue on Monday. I did that interview after the barbecue with Matt Bauer we were talking about earlier. So I had a nice weekend. You had
always good when you're eating food. It's always good.
Oh yeah, I was eating burgers, hot dogs, chicken, fucking sauce, sweet sausage, the roll. I'm flipping it on the fucking thing. I try to keep it so it doesn't flop out. It's like got to use the tongs. And
you're burning it. You're making it charcoal. You're burning it. Remember fucking Robert De Niro in Raging Bull with the steak? You're turning it into charcoal. It's charcoal.
Charcoal.
Give me the goddamn steak. Get it off the bread. Come on. You remember that?
You suck my brother's dick. Miranda writes, "What's up? What are your guys' thoughts on the Howard Stern situation right now with Sirius XM? He was supposed to be back on the yesterday, but it was a no-show. I saw something on Twitter a little while ago saying he was putting out a statement or something today.
He's a bitter old man. Dude, you changed people liked him because he was the opposite. He's the guy that did blackface, used the N-word all the time. And now, dude, I didn't know this, Joe.
As fuck.
Joe, he's bald. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
Joe, that's a wig. They said he's been wearing it since like 1996 or 97. So that curly fucking shit on his head, that's a wig. You ever see him without it? I was like,
sure. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was fucking fake or not. Only because there's so much fucking phony shit on there. But Howard should. You know what? Retire. You don't need this anymore. You're not fun. The show stinks. I mean, he'll never be, he'll always have what he was. Can't take that away from him.
No.
Right? Retire and be in the Hall of Fame of DJs or whatever. The finest intro song I have heard in years. James Harden, not the James Harden from the NBA, right? Craig Velasquez. What's up, Craig? Will you two be going to Olympia this year? I shall be going, and I don't think, Greg, you're probably not going to go.
No, I'm not going over there. I don't want to go to that shit. I don't want to. I've been to all those for years and years and years.
I will be there, Craig. If you're going to be there, hit me up with a DM or something, an email, joe@musclesportmag.com. Let's meet in person and, get to shoot the shit in person. Alien was a classic.
Yeah, it was a classic.
The first two were really good. I don't think I saw the ones after that.
I just saw Romulus. It wasn't bad, but, it's cool.
Newt.
You know what I mean?
I remember Newt. I saw that in the movie.
I used to think that Sigourney Weaver in that movie was pretty hot, especially in the end where she's in her little underpants. Sigourney Weaver wasn't bad when she was young. She was young.
No.
I mean, that was like 1979.
In that, what was that other one? With Meg Ryan was her secretary, and then she may believe she was her.
I forgot.
Or something. And Sigourney Weaver was like the CEO of the company, and she was really hot looking in that movie too. It's back in the 80s,
I remember a little bit. I don't remember too much of that shit. But she was hot. When she was young, she was cute.
All of them were gorgeous. There's a series of Alien called Alien Earth. Highly recommended seeing the series. They're actually doing a whole series of it.
No, he means Alien Earth. I know what he's talking about because I've seen them. Where they do different things like how the Earth, it's like the evolution of the Earth and how different life.
I'm mixing up. It's about like just,
right. It's not that. It's not. He's not
history type of things. Jimmy K, what's up, buddy? Good afternoon to you, sir.
What's up, Jimmy?
Sorry to hear that about Bob, Greg. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm behind on comments. I'm going to catch up. Ireland is beautiful. I second that. Charlie Arms, Greg, remember the time I knocked out Carol O'Connor for referring to Pam Grier as a I won't say that and get in trouble. JB, never let him back in the gym after that. So Archie Bunker Pam Grier was a black actress back in the 70s.
She was sexy when she was young.
She was.
Remember, she was the one in Fort Apache to put the razor blade in her teeth and roll it back.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Remember that?
She had the big hair. Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, she was. New Way Keith, what's up? Welcome back to America. Yes, I'm back home. I'm back home.
And you know what's funny? What was the one where she actually played a tranny? I think in the movie, was it Escape from New York, where she played like, "Yo, what's up, Snake Plissken"? Remember, like she played a tranny in the end, and you got
a lot of movies in that era. Yeah,
she was great.
Big name. Very good, like you said, good looking fucking bitch too. Annie Barker, what's up, Annie? You guys really need to take my advice and get Greg a litter box to put under his table so he can take a piss.
I usually do. I haven't done that in a couple of months, but I usually have a soap thing, like a
soap. You're smart.
I keep forgetting to put it back under here, or my girlfriend moves it, and then.
No, it's fine. Paul Till, there he is, Mr. T. What's up, Al? I heard Greg used to dance his ass off the shiny disco balls at the Sound Factory, obviously referencing to what we were talking about earlier.
Damn, this is Dorian. Dorian.
This is all. Did anyone ever die in the Sound Factory?
I'm sure. Yes. Wait.
I don't know. Maybe they overdosed.
Dana Dotson. No, not Dana Dotson. Wait, was Dana Dotson? What was the other one's name? Yeah, I think Dana Dotson. Yeah, Dana Dotson, female bodybuilder, died. She died right in the front steps. Her boyfriend broke up with her. Her girls all took her out. She took so much. She took. I think she took. They gave her ecstasy. She was drinking and GHB, and she dropped dead right at the steps. That poor girl. She was a good-looking girl too.
Yeah, fucking OD. That sucks, man. John, both Goodfellas and Alien, great classic movies. Yeah, I meant. Okay, yes. Goodfellas, my all-time favorite movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's mine. And come style, G. We know Greg doesn't drink. How about you, Joe? Enjoy a few pops. Yes, my nana from Italy would have a glass of anisette every day at 2 p.m. I do enjoy drinking. I like red wine. I like white wine. I like beer. Anisette, I do like. I like it in espresso. But yeah, I don't drink a lot. Like when I was in Ireland, I was drinking Guinnesses and stuff. I wanted to taste the local fucking beer. In Italy, I drank wine like a fucking animal. But at home, I don't really drink a lot. I was at a wedding last week, and I drank red wine all night because we weren't driving. We stood over, and that I enjoyed it. We went to a wedding in fucking Delhi, New York.
I know Delhi where the college is, the Delhi University.
It was so fucking far, and a small town that we stayed in a hotel because there's no fucking lights on the road there. So it just made sense to stay. So I was able to.
Joe, what was the question before that? Really fast. So I wanted to tell you something. I had a piece of information, and I forgot it when you were reading. What was the question before?
Factory.
Well, yeah, it wasn't this, but it wasn't on the soundtrack. Was that? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, I forgot what it was. It wasn't about.
Carol O'Connor.
No, I forgot. It was something I wanted to tell you. It was good. Something. No, it was just right after that. When you read the last question, I lost it when the guy asked you about the
litter box.
I forgot what the fuck it was. I don't remember. I wanted to tell you something really cool, but I fucking lost it.
Was it about Annie's litter box recommendation?
No. I don't know what the hell it was. I lost it though. Fuck.
I'm looking at all of them. Goodfellas and Aliens.
No, it was right before this. It was in between that last question. It might have been something totally different. I thought maybe the last question would have triggered it, but it didn't.
All right.
I'll figure it out.
If you remember, just.
It was something I wanted to tell you, like really cool, but I just lost it. Fuck, man.
All right. No problem. Paulie Walker, what's up, Paul? Is Nathan like Joe D and pays Greg and Son baseballs, or like Rod DiMaggio who pays Christian too? All right, we have to ring the bell for that second part because we're friendly with Christian. And if Rob DiMaggio ever wants to fucking advertise Iron Mag Labs again with us, Greg, I will pump that shit up. No problem.
He's good.
Yeah,
I forgot.
he did good for fucking years with MSM. So
It kills me because there was something I wanted, like a breaking, like good information I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember. I fucking lost it because that question. Fuck, how do you lose that shit?
welcome back to America. Ireland's beautiful. Sorry to hear about Bob.
No. I don't think it. I was hoping the last question would have triggered but it had nothing to do with it, so it didn't work. So don't even forget it. I don't remember what it was now. Shit.
That's all right. Price of food has gone down.
Yes.
Did you guys see that Trump confronted the fake AI video of him in the White House? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw it. But it wasn't him. It was somebody. He wasn't there, but somebody over the weekend threw a black trash bag out the window of the White House, and he said it's impossible. Those windows lock. And he said, first of all, the windows weigh like 600 pounds because they're made from bulletproof glass. And he said those windows are locked. You can't open them.
Couldn't do that. So it was a bogus.
Right. He's saying he believes it was AI. He said he didn't even see the video. He asked, what's your name?
Levitt?
What's his name there? Fucking the tall kid from Fox. He said to him, "Come here, let me see the video." And if he showed it to him.
Oh, what? Yeah, I know who you mean. The blonde.
Yeah, you know what's his name? Fucking Ducey. Peter Ducey.
Ducey, yeah. I like he used to break Biden's balls every fucking day. It was great. Him and that Karine Jean-Pierre fucking
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Fox Muncher. Johnny Pillman. What's up, JP? Alligator Alcatraz is like the Hilton compared to where Gregg was locked up. They at least have toilet paper instead of dried wheat bread. Excellent point.
It's true.
They have actual toilet
Guys
paper.
complain because Alligator Alcatraz doesn't have like normal walls. It's more like schoolyard fencing. And they're saying that the bugs were because it's down around the fucking Florida Keys. So the fucking bugs are brutal. You know what I mean? Like they tell you, like if you go to the fucking Amazon, the bugs will make you more crazy than anything else.
Yeah, that's got to be fucking insane.
Imagine you go take a shit in a dong beetle. The guy said, if you ever watch that show with Joe Rogan, he said a dong beetle actually hit him in the eye. And he said he had a bad black eye. That's how hard they hit. And he said that they will go right in your asshole.
It's like those willy fish when you pee in the water.
Yeah, that can happen too.
Well,
that's why.
Too. Yeah, they call them willy fish.
Yup.
Tough enough. Don't tar everyone with the same brush. Talking about how the certain Muslims aren't all.
No, I said that. That's what we just said. It's not everybody's the same. It's not the same. I have Muslim friends that stay in this house. Yep. The wife wears a hijab.
Well, he's agreeing with the.
Oh, okay, he's agreeing.
Yeah, no. Tokyo, I heard, just protested to now, like Australia. I'm sorry, John. I'm fucking stones. I don't remember what we was. That's my fault because I'm behind. Let me catch up. There is my little fucking pal, Nick. What's up, son?
There he is, Nick. What's going on, brother?
What's up, guys? Did you see the two Dominican pictures of the Astros play? Yes. Dominican too. Yes. Alvarez giving up the Grand Slam to Trent Grisham.
Framer, however you say his name is. Yeah, that guy's a good pitcher.
Saw that play, right? That he probably called for a curveball outside, and then he fucking threw a fastball.
But what's his name was putting his hands up before the pitch, and Framer.
Before the home run, he was trying to tell him to step off. So why was he at the catcher? He was trying to say to him, "Don't throw that pitch," you know. So whatever. We don't know if it's purpose. It looked like it possibly was. But my thing when I saw it, Greg, I'm like, the catcher couldn't. I mean, it wasn't like it was like he got away.
The catcher could have called timeout. Could have said timeout, and they would have got timeout. I don't know what
he got hit with the pitch. All right, he's got his glove on. So okay, he's expecting it to go like this, but it comes this. It didn't seem like it was that. I don't know.
You're talking about the home run.
No, the pitch after the home run, he drilled his catcher.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
Yeah. After the home run, I think he was pissed that, I guess, the pitch that the guy called was they show him like he shakes him off, and then the guy's going like the catcher.
He's going like this. I saw that. And then what's his name hits the home run?
Yeah. And then he throws the pitch. Grisham hits the fucking salami. And the next pitch to the next hitter, whoever follows him in the lineup, the catcher must have called for like an off-speed pitch in the outside or whatever. And he throws a fucking, down Broadway, but to the other side. So the catcher didn't get his glove in time, and it hit off like his shoulder. You know, you can see like Alvarez is, you know, he looked a little pissy and moany and shit. I just thought the catcher could have caught it, and the catcher didn't look like he was mad either. He, you know, picked his mask up, and I don't know. I mean, but
Did they go at it in the dugout after that though? That's the
they
question.
didn't say. I mean, I didn't see anything. I just saw the
Is his name
actual.
Framer or Farmer? Framer
Sure.
or something. I don't know, but you know he's got the long dreads. He's one of those guys. You know, cut that fucking shit.
John Mancini, I let him have a great Labor Day. Same here. My Labor Day weekend was great too, especially with all the grilled and Italian food. Definitely is going to be better than that. Yes, grilled.
Always good.
Add some fucking Italian stuff to it. Even
Steak
better.
and pork on the grill.
Ramba Valdez. Here, there you go, Greg. Ramba Valdez is pitcher minimum.
Rammer, yeah.
The team for that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am not. Maybe I didn't see it the right way. Maybe I should watch it again and get a better frame of mind on it. I just thought like catchers are used to catching balls that aren't where the target is all the time.
Oh yeah. I don't see that.
They smile. They can, you know. So
Dude, a
I don't know.
catcher could fucking catch that ball. These guys throw 102 to 103, and it's not always right there, and a catcher fucking moves down and gets that shit.
Like
So-
when I first saw the headline, I thought maybe like it was timeout. The catcher was fucking looking down or fixing his mask, and then he threw the ball and, you know, fucking.
Hey, it's his fault. He threw the fucking pitch at fucking what's his name? Yeah,
Push him in.
hit the home run. He just can't stand the fact that the guy hit a home run off him.
Yeah, you threw a meatball. See
It
the
happens.
Devils versus Rockies fight. Thoughts on hitters pimping home runs?
Oh shit! I didn't see that one, Joe. You saw that one?
No, bat flips. We should start a baseball podcast. I would fucking love that. Yeah.
Oh,
That
I
would
do
be
too.
great.
You know me. That's my
Oh, we had
sport.
a shitload of sports when we used to do the 3 different shows. That was.
I gotta tell you, Boston got rid of Devers, and I thought they were done, but they're not.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they're playing
Devers
good.
was their best hitter, though. He led them in home runs and RBIs.
Seemed like it was a
I
clubhouse
was like,
game,
that's
but
a fucking stupid move, but I don't know. I mean,
yeah, they're playing well. I didn't see that. I don't like when guys pimp home runs. The Mets do it a lot, and I'll be the first to say, do what Emmitt Smith used to do. He would get in the end zone and hand the fucking football to the referee. He didn't spike it. He didn't do a fucking dance. He was a professional. And he fucking celebrated with his teammates, but he didn't overdo it.
the best was when
You're gonna
Jose.
take yourself fucking, the guy after you is going to take the fucking pitcher off the fucking ass, not you.
Well, yeah, today you got to watch that shit. Back in the old days, you get Roger Clemens would have fucking thrown a beanbag at your head. But the thing is, dude, I got to admit, when Jose Batista used to fucking remember in the playoffs when he did that and he fucking flip, you know, that would be one of the most blatant flips, you know. And
Yeah.
I saw one of your guys on the Mets did it last year. What's his name? Did it on his way to first base? It was a lefty batter, I think. It was it Alvarez? I forgot what his name. No, who was it?
Was he switching?
I remember they were playing that song, you know, like, and they flipped the bat like this after he hit a fucking monster home run.
Listen, if it's like a walk off and it's a fucking playoff game or something, you know, you cut guy a little slack. But
I don't mind a guy doing it. You
game
know what I mean?
75 in the regular season,
But
all
Joe-
of this jumping up and down with the water on home plate when they walk off. It's
But
so-
Joe, let me ask you a question. If you're going to be pissed at that, if a pitcher's going to be pissed because, a guy fucking call that styling now, right? If he styles after he fucking does it, what about a pitcher when he fucking throws strike 3 and the inning's over and he's like, and they do that shit, like, right? Like,
Edwin Diaz does it all the time.
I mean, like, how many pitchers fucking do that shit, you know?
You know who didn't do that? Mariano Rivera.
No, he was emotionless, you know? What about fucking, what's his name here? Mitsui would hit fucking grand slam home run and not even smile and just sit back on the bench and be like this, you know?
Yeah, well, different strokes for different folks. I didn't see that fight, but I think players celebrate too much all around sports, not just hitters.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis and True Lies, one of Gregg's favorite movies and one of his favorite lines from
Definitely one of my favorite lines. I don't know if I.
10-year-old. It was good. It was a good movie. Arnold on the chassis.
She's got an ass like a 10-year-old boy. I remember that.
Yep.
Jamie Lee Curtis looked good back then, and now she's bleh.
Yeah, and she's an asshole too.
Yeah, a huge asshole.
Did you guys hear about the huge object the size of Manhattan heading towards the Earth? No. Is it like a comet or something? a meteor.
Oh man.
I don't know. I didn't hear about it. Johnny Guastamacchia, come stai, my friend? What do you guys think? Who do we think is the hottest Fox News host? I'm going to say something that may surprise you, Greg.
Okay, I got a few.
Dana Perino.
You like Dana Perino? Okay,
She's
she's not bad. They hire pretty good looking
different than
girls.
the other ones who are more Barbie doll, but she's just constantly, always fucking years hot.
I would probably go with who I talked to on the phone because Charlie Gasparino who goes out to eat with her and puts her on the phone with me. Emily Compagno is her. I also like the girl that I like. What? Are you fucking nuts? She's ugly. She's St. Kennedy. Are you fucking nuts?
She ain't bad.
No, not Hannity's wife. She's talking about Hannity's wife there, the new one, his girlfriend, in the morning. Ainsley Earhart. Ainsley Earhart.
She's like a holy roller.
Yeah, too much fun. No, but you know who else I like though? You don't see her a lot on there, but what's the girl with the curly hair? Madeline Allworth, Madeline Allworth with the curly hair, and I do like the fucking blonde. What's her name? Because she's athletic. You ever see her father's a coach on the Knicks? Horwath. Oh, for Christ's sake!
Greg, I tell you, I haven't watched Fox since 22.
Joe,
I don't even know who some of the
no,
fucking.
you've seen her. Her father's a coach on the Knicks. Bro, this girl throws footballs. She does all this she's super athletic. She looks like a tall Barbie doll. Oh, for Christ's sake! Why did I can't believe I forgot. It's something with an H, Harbarth or Harbor.
One of these guys will fucking
yeah.
See it down there. I always watch it, like the five. There was a million. All of those fucking girls were fucking hot, and they would put the guy.
Oh God, yeah.
Not that wasn't the five. What was the one with the couch and the guy in the middle?
Oh, that's
like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's what's his name? That's called Outnumbered.
Yes.
Outnumbered.
Yeah.
Wait, the girl I'm
Five
looking
was
at
good too, with Gutfeld and Waters, and they used to have what's her name on the end there, fucking
Abby Horniak.
Oh, Hornacek, yes.
Hornacek, yes. Her husband, her father's Jeff.
Yeah,
that girl. You know what I like about her, Joe? I have a thing. I don't know about you, but girls who are really athletic turn me on. Like that girl, like I told you about, like Dakota Ditcheva. That fucker, it just turns me on that she's so athletic. I like that kind of build, skinny and shit. But I love an athletic girl, a girl who's kind of an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That girl, Abby Horniak, dude, you got to see her. She plays guys one-on-one and beats them about. The other day she throws a football like fucking 50 yards. You got to see. You'd be like this. You would like her, Joe.
She's not big. She's a small frame. She's
tall, but she's feminine, like skinny, really skinny, but built. Yeah. You know, like I think she's cute. Fox has got a few cuties.
Yeah. No, they do. The clip of Greg being interviewed on the news after the pileup car crash is the greatest news clip of all time.
What happened?
I know you were on the news with a car crash. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's a couple years ago. Who the hell saw that? Now, let's see. Is that my friend again with another different name that he's coming on here with? Is this a legitimate guy?
Regular guy, yeah. I think he's
okay. Because then he must be from Westchester. Because then they had me. Because I was like all animated and like when I was done.
I never saw it.
Oh, I gotta show you. You would love
it.
Because I had a bad car. I was involved in like a 52 fucking car crash.
Oh wait, I remember this now. I remember that.
Yeah,
wasn't it when during the ice or something?
Yes, it was an ice fucking thing.
And it was a fucking pile up on one of the roads out by you.
Right. Was it the Hutchinson River Parkway?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that now.
The news people, when they came there, they were talking to people, and they were like, I was really scared. And then when it came to me, I was like, bro, I was like, bam! And then I'm like, I'm talking, they put the whole fucking thing on there, right? And then afterwards, you were the best interview. I've been doing this for years. You're the best interview I've ever had because I was so animated, like a guinea. I was like, yo, bro, I'm driving. All of a sudden, I stop and I see the cars, and then bam, I get hit from behind, and bam, I get hit from the side. And she's like almost like this with the microphone. And she loved it because I was like such an animated guinea.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. I do remember that now. Johnny Mancini, Australia, I meant just had a big protest about racism. Now Japan did one of those too. I saw. Oh, okay. So like the people that are trying to take back their countries and like the patriotic people in Australia and Japan. Yeah, Japan for years never let anybody in, and then all of a sudden they started. And there's like an area in Japan which I heard is fucking a mess. Yeah. AJ, what up, my friend?
AJ, what's going on, AJ? How you doing, brother?
UK Patriot. Mets lost today against Detroit 6-2. I knew Mize was going to beat them. I had a feeling they were not going to get a sweep. You win 2 out of 3 in Detroit.
Dude, Detroit's a good team. Be glad you won 2 out of 3. That's a bad team. That's a badass team right now.
Holmes pitched today. He's been pitching well. I don't know.
Paul Skeens is fucking one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. He's probably going to win the Cy Young.
On Pittsburgh, he is.
Not Skeens. I meant Jesus Christ. What's it? A Scooble.
Scooble, yeah.
Paul Skeens is on Pittsburgh. Why did I say Paul Skeens? You ever see Paul Skeens' wife is fucking a piece of ass. You ever see her? She's an Olympic athlete, I think. Is she like an Olympic track athlete or something like that?
Something with playing. The Giants have the worst record in the league since the day they acquired Devers. He must be a cancer. They do, really, because they were fighting for a fucking wild card spot when they got it.
That happened. So, look, dude, who would have thought that if last year at the All-Star game, if somebody would have said, you're not going to believe this, but the New York Mets are going to make the play. They were so far. Nobody thought they had a chance. They didn't have a chance in hell to make the playoffs. And they came an inch away. If it wasn't the Dodgers, bro, they beat the Dodgers 2 games.
Yeah.
2 games, and they could have possibly pulled off a 3rd win. Let me tell you something.
The Dodgers were.
They did better than the Yankees did.
Yankees fucking won the pennant. The Mets didn't. I don't worry about how many games they took.
Nah, but the Mets. I go for the Mets too. You know that, right?
No,
and aside from the Yankees, I'm Mets all the way.
If win the pennant is great. The only other thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you played a stacked Dodger team. Nobody thought the Mets even had a chance. They won 2 fucking games out of that.
Freddie Mac, what's up? Thoughts on the mysterious death of news legend Lou Dobbs? I love Lou Dobbs. When did he die?
I didn't know he died either.
You think that was a hit job or just bad luck? I didn't know he died.
I didn't know he died. Depends on how he died.
On the Fox, the money finance.
Lou Dobbs.
He was good with the money stuff. Probably buddies with Charlie, with Gasparino, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fox Business. Mayor of bodybuilding. What's up, Momos? Dan, what's up, pal?
Is that Danny? Holy shit, Dan, my guy. That's my boy, Danny. If that's
Dan, I saw him at the I saw Rob Chingo at the Arnold. Dan, are you going to Las Vegas to see the Mr. Olympia contest?
Danny's my guy. Shit, I haven't seen him in years. Danny, hope you're all right, brother.
Yeah, Dan, he looked great. He was all amped up at the Arnold. Him and Rob, they had a great time. Nick K. Greg was involved in the tragedy on the Taconic. I was on the Taconic.
Yeah, I think he's also, Megan does all that, back and forth.
The Hugo man of 1,000 faces.
Yeah. I have my friend's board. But, Detroit's a bad team. It's a badass. I don't mean badass. Badass
team. No, they're good.
They're a badass team. They may win the American League.
Yes, the Mets. The Mets always lose to the fucking Florida Marlins, and I still call them Florida. I know they're Miami.
Yeah, right.
You sweep the Phillies, and then you lose 3 out of 4 to a fucking team that has nothing to play for, and then you go on the road and win fucking 2 out of 3 in Motor City. It's the inconsistency with the
Mets. That's the Yankees mantra too. That's the Yankees mantra. They'll lose 4 straight to the worst team in baseball. It's unbelievable. Dude, when they lost the 4 straight to the Red Sox were in last place. Yeah. They actually stoked their winning streak. You know what I'm saying?
Springboard to go, get up there. Roger Babbitt. What's up, Raj? Have you guys done any engagement? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I can't find any on your YouTube page. I hope you have many children, and may the first one be a masculine one. Don Kelce. Is there anything more annoying than this fucking Kelsey brothers and Taylor Swift? Both bro. I used to like both of them. I hate them now.
I can't stand them guys.
Oh, fuck
They're
them.
so white bread too. It's unbelievable.
Corny with that hats and the other guy trying to be a fucking fat frat boy. Stop, you fucking douchebag.
They sicken me.
Taylor Swift, listen, she's pretty.
She's okay. She was cute when she was younger with the curly hair. There's
Yeah.
bangs and shit like that. I don't feature that shit, but
Looking, is she talented? I don't like that music, but I could say
she's
is.
talented as hell.
Well, she makes a lot of money fucking singing. So
Dude,
I
she's
guess
a billionaire. She's so hot. Like her music is so popular with people that if she went in Japan, there's people, because over there in Asia, they fucking go crazy over like blonde hair, blue eyes, and as American singers, they cry, chicks cry. It's like holy shit, bro.
I still can't believe on the Mets emerging with Yankees. You talking about like Juan Soto?
I don't know. No. I think he's talking about where they redivide the East.
Oh,
if they become on the same.
I hope that doesn't happen.
No, that's ridiculous. You're killing baseball. You're killing baseball. Stop fucking with the sport.
This fucking Manfred's a fucking douche. No Olympia Arnold for sure. Oh, okay. Olympia. Vegas,
my boy Danny, I miss you, bro. You're a good man.
Enjoy it a lot.
Tell Robbie I said hello. Robbie
Tinga and
Robbie Lexi's
brother. Yep. I just want to say Greg is the best guy. Ardian Husavinik. Best guy in bodybuilding. He tells the truth about all and holds nothing back. God bless you, Greg. I agree.
Well, thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that.
Yep. Thank you, Ardian, and hope you tune in as often as possible. AJ, anyone see the new Freaky Lilo looking older than she? Freaky Friday. No. Is that Jamie Lee Curtis is in that again?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, remember the Freaky Friday movie years ago when?
Yeah, I remember the movie, but I don't remember if
13 or 16. The lady got like switched places with her mother. I mean, I think that they're making a remake of it. I don't know much about it, so I can't really comment on it. It's probably why they got to redo every fucking movie out there is another thing. Kelsey,
I like what Nick's talking about right here. Yeah,
he took money from for the kids. Yeah, he's a hi, I'm here for Pfizer. He's sitting there all happy and everything.
You're right, Nick. You hit the nail on the head, my brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Love you guys.
Thank you, Danny. Much love and respect to you. Great father. Danny's a great father to his kid.
Yes, he is. Yep. Jim K. Greg, did you wind up going to How did you wind up going to California back in the day? He was chasing
an airplane. How did he get there? I took an airplane. I wound up because in high school in the 70s, when nobody was into bodybuilding, but I was, I was already a big bodybuilder. And, even in my senior caption, I wrote on to Gold's Gym. You know what I mean? So, I went like a year and a half later, I was in Gold's Gym. It's just I wanted to be there. I watched Schwarzenegger and all that stuff. I watched the Olympias. Even, I've seen it on Wide World of Sports when Arnold beat fucking Lou Ferrigno. What became Pumping Iron. I saw Pumping Iron when in the movie theater. They even had a bodybuilding expo. They had bodybuilders on stage posing and shit. And then they showed the movies and question and answers. So Rob Messina, Denise Messina's up. Rob Messina.
Yeah.
Rob was. I saw him win I don't remember. I think he guest posed at a bodybuilding show in the county center. I was like 15 years old. He came up out of the floor. He was jacked. My boy Rob Messina, Denise Messina's ex-husband.
Yep.
Great guy. And it just Denise Messina. But I'm just saying, like, it was. I don't know. I just fell in love with bodybuilding. I was a teenager, so I read about Gold's Gym, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go out there. There you go.
That's cool though. You fucking packed the bag.
What you guys see now, you can go to Gold's Gym. That's not the same. It's Disneyland.
Nothing
it's Disneyland. That's like going to 42nd Street right now and saying, "Well, I was in New York City's 42nd Times Square."
Yeah,
that's not Times Square. Now they got bleachers there and shit, Joe. Yeah, that's not Times Square. There wasn't. Remember Times Square when it was filthy, Joe?
The dirty movies and the booths.
Oh, Joe, remember going down here to fucking peep shows? There were dirty movies, whores all over the place.
Yep.
That was when the air was dirty and the people were even filthier. I loved it.
Both are in it. So the Freaky Friday people are making a do with themselves in it. I don't know. I guess maybe they'll call it fucking freaky, shitty Saturday. We'll call it. Lee Priest was supposed to go on Kelsey's brother's wife's podcast, but she never emailed him back to go live. Yeah, she thought she had the biggest podcast. She said she got more hits than Joe Rogan. Didn't even know who she was or something. But yeah, remember that? Wasn't Lee Priest? We were talking about that one
Dude, I just got to say something. I don't mean to blow our fucking horns. When Joe and I first started doing a podcast, I didn't even know what a podcast was. We never heard the word podcast. We called it the radio show.
Radio show. Yeah.
Right. And Joe and I were doing this before Joe Rogan even knew what a podcast was, or before he knew what a radio show was. And Joe and I were dealing with the biggest celebrities. I mean, we had more celebrities than you guys could find. We would have had Joe Rogan beat back then. I'm not trying to be funny, but Joe, am I telling the truth or not?
Yeah, no, 100%. Bro, it was like internet radio. It was almost like, not underground radio because we weren't hiding from anywhere.
They loved. We did it to a studio, a real studio, and they were like, dude, when you guys do the show, we can't wait because we had celebrity. I mean, Mario Lopez was in the middle of doing a television show and stopped in the middle. Took a break, a bathroom break.
Dude, he jumped out of the airplane when he hit the ground. He called in the show.
Yes.
He was doing a charitable thing.
Right. Oh, he was doing a charitable show, but he stopped to talk to me and Joe, called us up and talked on the radio. We did a whole interview. Not just him, but bro, we had
Ernie Banks, Paulie from fucking Rocky.
All the mob wives, for Christ's sake, from Big Ange to fucking Drita. We had fucking, my God, all the guys from Howard Stern, fucking, what's his name? Artie Lang, fucking, Jesus Christ, we had Boss Rutan, fucking, Shamrock here. We had fucking all the fighters, UFC guys. We had fucking the lead singer from fucking what was the name of it? The band again?
We had Kip Winger from Winger.
Kip Winger. We had fucking
Maiden singer, the Motley Crue singer.
Right.
The original ones, the guys that took their place, in between. Bruce Kulick from Kiss.
Right. We had
Ian Anderson.
We had Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull. We had fucking Jesus Christ. We had the band from we're an American band of what the fuck?
Grand Funk Railroad.
Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah.
We had so many celebrities on, bro. Joe and I can't even actually remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I got to go back and look.
We had Dallas Diamond Page on, right?
Yeah.
We had Donnie Osmond. We had fucking. We were funky, Joe and I. We would ask crazy questions and shit,
Yeah, we had fucking, a lot of fucking.
We did so much. I mean, Boss Rutan was telling stories about fucking guys up and shit. How guy pulled over on the street and he pulled him over. Said, "You really want to do this?" And the guy goes, "Wait, you're Boss Rutan." He goes, "Oh, now you're scared to fight me." But before you knew who I was, in a car. Talking about his daughter bringing home guys and shit, and they'd see he's like, "Mr. Rutan, okay, I'll have her home at 10." I'm just saying we had so many like
Mario Andretti,
the fucking race. Jesus, Joe,
the
greatest fucking racing car driver ever. Hey, Joe, Joe and I forget. I mean, there's so many. We're missing a ton of people here.
Yeah,
but we had on. You want to talk about podcasts? Joe and I had the top podcast. If what stopped it was Steve Bleckman. But if we would have kept going, bro, everybody now today does podcasts. Joe and I were doing podcasts when the word podcast wasn't even a fucking. We didn't even know what the fuck it was. Okay, so we've been doing this shit a long time.
Yeah, we'll get more people on there. That's on me.
Dude, we had Jim Kelly, the quarterback from the fucking Buffalo Bills. I mean, I could keep going. I mean, Ernie Banks, one of the greatest baseball players, and he's telling it. Dude, wait a minute, Joe. We broke the story for Creed, the movie Creed. We had on Paulie. Remember Paulie from Burt Young from Rocky, and he told us
they don't put Paulie in it. It's going to be sacrilegious.
If they don't put me in, it's going to be sacrilege, and they cut him out. We told them they're going to cut you out of that movie. He said they better not cut me out.
They killed him off.
Dude, we broke the story. It was on TMZ. We also broke the story. TMZ also put up when that girl who wanted to fight Snooki. One of the girls. What was her name again?
Jersey Shore, the one.
Angelina.
Angelina, yeah.
Angelina from the Jersey Shore. We had on fucking
Snooki.
Snooky. We had on. What's the guy's name? The situation where I met. His brothers were coming on all the time. Max.
Yeah, yeah.
We had fucking bro. We had everybody. What's her name? Big Ange from the. She was telling me, Joe, I want you to come over my house. I'll make you meatballs. Remember that? You got to taste my meatballs. Yep. They're great. They're great. Sebastian Bach. We had on fucking Pat Cooper. Remember Pat Cooper?
Oh my God, he was great.
He was fucking phenomenal, bro.
He fucking was ripping.
We had on Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer.
Yeah,
the other one there with the. What's the other one's name with the raspy voice? He's on Fox. He's on Greg. Both are on Greg Gutfeld show too right now.
Ari Shafir.
We had an Ari Shafir. Who you know who Ari Shafir is? Ari, Joe Rogan's best friend, who sits there and smokes weed with Joe Rogan on the show. Yep. The skinny Jewish guy with the glasses, and he'll talk about MMA. He was on our show. You know what I'm saying? What's the other? Jim Brewer and the other one. What's the other one's name? Joe. Remember he had the raspy voice. What the fuck's his name? He's on Greg Gutfeld all the time.
Oh,
Jim Florentine.
Yeah, the heavy metal
Florentine.
guy. We had the Adon, the other heavy metal co-host. Florentine and the other comic used to do the heavy metal show on VH1.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Not the Reverend Bob Levy?
No, the Don something. I forget his name.
Wait a minute. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't fucking remember his fucking name. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We had so many fucking people on. The guy what was the Jesus Christ, Greg? Run through the hills. What's that fucking band again?
Maiden, what
Iron Maiden. The lead singer from Iron Maiden was telling us how like one time they were doing a song 666. You remember he said he saw he said? He saw like a demon coming at him out of the fuck or some shit like that.
License plate story the next day driving back to the airport. The car in front of their tour bus had 666. He thought they were gonna crash or something.
He thought they were gonna die, and he saw a demon coming at him on stage. This is for the lead singer from Iron Maiden. But I mean, bro, we had fucking everybody on. They would tell stories. Remember Boss Rutan's like him and fucking what's his name had a fight. Him and Shamrock had a fight, Frank Shamrock, and then he said the next day they went to the movies together. He goes, we're sitting in the movie theater, just him and I watching movies laughing.
Yeah.
And Frank Shamrock, we talked to Frank Shamrock on there. He's like, I love.
Yeah. That's right. We did have Frank on that.
We had Frank on there. Dude, how many fucking celebrities did we have on that show? Wow.
Tons.
Dave Palumbo goes to me, how the fuck did you and Joe Pietaro pull that shit off? Like, don't be fucking jealous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be jealous, motherfucker.
It's a good question. I don't know the answer to it.
No, but
reach out, and if I got a response, I follow up.
We had everybody though, guys. We had everybody.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I can't even remember them all. Me and Joe, we'd have to look at a list. We forget.
Yeah. I have it on. It's on MuscleSportMag.com on the radio.
Yeah, go on MuscleSportMag.com.
Radio season 1. Yeah.
You guys can listen to some of the shows if you want. You go on the website, and you'll see. Here they are talking to this one, that one. It was phenomenal, bro. It was phenomenal.
Chris Miller, what's up, Chris? When was the last time you guys have been to the batting cages? Me, the last time I went to the batting cage, I think my son was like 7.
You haven't been to the batting cage? Not recently, no.
Yeah, I haven't gone.
Hey, Jay.
Too many young women are messing up their natural looks these days. Yeah, they're doing all these fillers and stuff. You don't need it.
That's what Palumbo was talking about the other day. Everybody's with the Botox and meanwhile, those guys all do Botox.
Yeah, it's scary if you have young kids grow up in the world these days. Yeah, well, our kids are adults now, but it's still a little scary. Make sure you pay your taxes on the check. Jesus. Mike James, what up, Mike? You guys did the last interview that Eddie Money. Get out of here.
That's right. We did Eddie Money. And let me tell you something. That motherfucker
died after that? I thought it was.
He died after that, Joe.
I thought it was much later than that.
I don't think it was right after, but it was a little bit after. But the thing is, Eddie Money, I thought, because I used to like him, take me home tonight. And all of a sudden.
He's a fucking regular dude. But we asked him, he's like, Jesus, guys, give me a break. That was like 10 years ago.
But he was lit when he was talking to us. Artie Lang, he was on his deathbed too.
Yeah, he was a little fucked up, but great entertainer, New Yorker, fucking fun guy.
Eddie Money. I forgot about them too.
Yeah, I forgot totally about them too. I remember those days now. Podcasts getting on everyone. I don't mind that everybody has a podcast. Some of them are really good. I listen to a lot in my car. I watch a lot on YouTube. There's all different ones. You know, I like the sports. I like the gambling ones. I like the mobster ones. I like let them have it. Why not? You know, I'm all
Why
for
not?
it. AJ, Greg would rather fuck a BBW with a pretty face or a skinny. Would you rather hit a fat pretty girl or an ugly skinny ironing board flat?
It depends. I'm really the fat girls. It'd be hard to get a fucking. I'd have to.
But with a pretty face though, if you stay on top.
If she was really pretty and like a kissable face, maybe. But I like skinny girls. I like skinny ironing boards. To be honest with you.
But the ironing board's got ugly. But she's an ugly face.
Oh no, she's real ugly. I'd have trouble. I'd have trouble.
Yeah, I go with the.
I mean, I would have trouble both ways though. I would, can't you put the pretty face on a skinny girl?
That's not the question. Did you guys ever have Tony Orlando on? I would have loved to. Tony Orlando on. Remember the
sure, of course.
Ribbon round
the old, or knock 3 times on the ceiling.
Yeah, never did. I don't think we ever tried. I don't. You know what it is? I used to get involved with a lot of these agencies, PR agencies, that had a whole list of guys, and it started with getting athletes. A lot of them for Muscle Sport Mag, where I was interviewing ball players. Then I started seeing all these other people that they had from the entertainment industry. I was like, fuck it, let's give it a shot. Right? And we had to put them on the radio show. But
the thing is, today, they all want money. I know bodybuilders that want money. They'll say, I'll come on your show, but I want, you got to give me some. What are you paying?
No money.
Today, they want money.
Amelia Magazine.
Sammy the Bull gets $70,000 per show.
He's got fucking balls, man. Fucking
does.
He's fucking rat. Guys, what do you think happened? Your pockets being so popular with so many famous guests to now makes no sense. You guys aren't things everyone. Not kidding. Jim, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I mean, these people are on other shows too. We didn't have exclusives, obviously.
You know what? Right. But today there was no. It wasn't like that though. There was no really other shows back then. We were like one of the only ones that would. You didn't have podcast. This was a legitimate. I mean, we went through an actual company that like there was a legitimate like where they had, where they had like guys on the board there and shit. What do you call that? Engineers and shit. It was like when Howard Stern. You got a guy in a glass booth with the engine. We had it was a legitimate thing.
That, but we were over the phone. The guests,
we would do it because it was a radio show.
It was like when I do that AM/FM show when you did the episode with us, with me and my friend Anthony. We're in a real studio with the mics, with this guy behind the glass. Trevor's behind the glass with the soundboard. Puts the fucking commercial on. He does. It was the same thing with our thing. It's just that everything was over the phone.
We did it too. Right.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. When Joe and I would do that, they couldn't wait for our show. They used to say, "We love your guys," and sometimes I would even say to them, "What do you? Hey, Joe in the booth over there. What do you think?" And the guy'd be like, "Oh, that's cool." Like they loved it because we were bringing on rock stars, movie stars, models, chicks.
And the other shows on their fucking network were like
boring. Like, you know what they were? Like, here we have an author who wrote like Pippi Longstockings or something, and they would read books and shit. You know what I mean?
What was the name of that company? Do you remember?
Voice America.
Voice America. Thank you.
You're watching.
I couldn't think of it. You're listening to Voice America.
I still have all the clips, Joe, and shit. I have
all of them on a hard drive. All the audio. I downloaded all of them.
Voice America. And it was
Gregg Valentino and Joe Pietaro.
And now you're listening, and Joe Pietaro, and music would be played, but it was legit. And we get on there, and bro, we would serve that shit. It was so good.
Yeah, no,
it was so good. Nobody now podcasts everywhere.
I don't know. I guess because other people that had other platforms that had bigger followings, maybe.
What happened was
we lost.
Our momentum got stopped because Steve Blackman stopped it. You know, he wanted to hear us talk more about get bodybuilders on there, but we were getting like major celebrities, and he was like, so what? You had like Donny Osmond on. you know, he didn't want to hear that. He really,
But
you know,
again, it was his company.
it was right. He's the one who is paying for that.
Yeah, he was.
We
paying.
got paid for that show because of him. Like that was his show. He paid for the company, Voice America. Say, you know, but if he didn't put the kibosh to that, who knows what could have happened if we kept
That's
going.
true, too.
I mean, we were
We only
fucking
had, like, a
interviewing
year.
everybody big, everybody.
Yeah, it was like I think maybe like not even.
Oh my
8
god,
months.
bro, we had more celebrities, and you know we could have gotten even more. I mean, we were fucking cooking, Joe. We were cooking with that show. We were really making big headway with that show. I mean, people loved it. People were like, "Why did he get rid of it?" You know what I'm
was on
saying?
the phone with one of these PR people, and I'm like, "Here, I'm gonna email you a link right now. Look at the guests that we've had." And I would link. They go, "Oh shit, wow, you had so and so, you had so and so," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." I said, "We're not some fucking fly by night, you know, jerk offs here." And they were like, "Okay, listen, let me get back to you. I'll schedule this. We'll get it done in the next 2 weeks." Boom,
That's the thing. Once you get these kind of celebrities on, other celebrities see that. So,
Yeah.
like, I remember Donny Osmond when we had Donny Osmond on. His manager's like, okay, let me get Donny right now. You know, you have him for 5 minutes or whatever it was, 10 minutes, whatever it was, and then you know, Donny would get on and we would talk. But he got on because he saw Mario Lopez was on there. He saw all these other fucking people. And Mario Andretti. There was so many more. I can't even think of all the fucking people.
But I would be remiss if I didn't give Melanie credit. For Melanie that was helping us get guests. Remember the girl from Canada?
Oh
was the one that
shit!
she got Donny Osmond.
Yes.
She set that up. So I don't want to.
Jeez, Joe, I forgot about her.
Yeah, she was cool.
She was like, you know, she became like Tommy Chong, Cheech and Chong. She became like Tommy Chong's like manager or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, she was in with Tommy Chong.
Good for her. Hey, listen.
Oh, I wonder what she's doing. That girl was good.
She was cool. Yeah, she was.
I remember her so well. She was good.
She wanted to break into the Hollywood scene, and she had some contacts, and she worked with us, and she was, you know, we were getting her paid. Remember, she was getting.
Yeah. Once you get though, but you guys gotta understand. Okay, once you get like these people on, it gets other like, you know, all of a sudden like the big people say, "Oh shit, you know, Joe Matarazzo's I want to get on that show." But you know, if you don't have anybody on, you know, you can ask people right now. They're not going to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not going to do it. I mean, we made a name for ourselves, right, Joe? I mean, we made a name for ourselves.
It was. I loved it. To me, it was hysterical. We enjoyed it, and we were very fucking. We would ask, like you said, like crazy questions.
I remember asking Mario Lopez, like, you know, what's her name? The girl, Miley Cyrus. See, you know, Miley Cyrus. He said, "Oh, I know her since she's a little girl." And I said, "Yeah, she's pretty hot." I said, "You know, this back then she looked cute because she was young."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, you and her would make a nice couple." And he was like, "Oh, well, I know her since she's a little girl." And I was like,
He goes, she's all grown up. He goes,
he
did a good answer. It was safe, but we got what he was saying.
Yeah,
It was made. Yeah, and the inflection of how he said it.
but we were asking all kinds of. We would ask all kinds of questions. And remember Boss Rutan talking about kicking guys' ass on the street and shit. Like, you know, you'd have to watch. I remember talking about a car. Him and a guy in a car.
All right, what was the question we asked all the guests, regardless of who they were? Mostly the males, I think. And we had a running count of how many from your style versus my style.
Was it a hairy bush?
Bingo.
You like
we had a running count. All right, 5 for me, 4 for Greg. We'll find out next week.
Do you like girls with a bush? I like the 70s bush.
Mario Andretti. These come in. Lang's one thing, but like fucking, you know, Jim Kelly, who was dying of cancer and shit.
Holy shit, I remember that. Holy shit. You know what the fucking craziest thing is, though? I still tell people that when we interviewed, what's his name? Ernie Banks, one of the greatest Hall of Fame shortstop. They have a statue of him outside of fucking
Mr. Cub.
Mr. Cub, they call him. Outside of fucking the Cub Stadium over there. Fucking.
Yep.
And he told us he used to have dreams about playing for the Yankees. Do you remember that shit?
Yes. Because they used to win.
You remember that? Dude, you can't. That's like Derek Jeter saying, you know, Yeah, it was great playing for the Yankees. It was so great time in my life and all this shit. But, I really wish I was a Boston Red Sox. I used to, you'd be like, Yankee fans would be like, this is Mr. Cub saying this shit.
Yeah. But you know what it was? He's like one of the most famous athletes that never earned a title that you can't blame him for.
No.
Like, he's so great, but the team just never.
Dude, he hit 500 home runs. He hit fucking 500 home runs when home runs were,
They didn't have divisions then. They had the NL. There was 8 or 10 teams after expansion, and only one team, the top team, made the World Series. There was no playoffs. He never played in the postseason. They never won the NL when Ernie played, which is fucking sad, because he's
such a good fucking
slam dunk, and he was such a sweet dude, and he was still with it at the time. He was
right,
but he was. You guys may have heard of somebody. I asked him a question. Stan Musial, like he was like joking around with us, like mentioning these names as if like and we were just like, oh my god, like we were both like, holy fuck, we're talking to him about.
Oh fuck, we had Lou Piniella.
Oh yeah, sweet.
We had Lou Piniella, the manager of the Yankees, on there, and he was telling us shit.
What was that stupid thing? He was plugging some kind of chicken breast or something.
I don't remember that. I just remember him fucking telling us all kinds of shit, like, about what the George Steinbrenner would say to him, and how he wanted to keep his hair long, and like it was like they were getting like Lou Piniella, Joe. We had fucking Lou Piniella on there.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Holy fuck, I forget about all these guys.
We were laughing so much. I think at that intro, I said, Lou, we got to plug the thing. He goes, oh, yeah, that's right. It tastes real good. Yeah, it's
oh, my God. Oh, my God, that's right. I remember. What the fuck was that? I remember him, because he was doing something.
Some kind of nutritional product. That's how you got to promote the nutrition. I said, of course, he's the spokesman for it. Of course.
And Diamond Dallas Page was talking about shit, too. I remember him saying stuff, He was good.
Yeah,
he was good.
He's a fucking animated guy.
Didn't Sebastian Bach talk to us from a bar or some shit like that? Wasn't there like
you said to him, what are you, in a fucking bowling alley or something?
Yeah. It sounded like he was in a bowling alley on a phone booth or something like that.
Yelling at a phone booth with no door on it. You were yelling.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He was a bit of a jerk off, if I remember.
Yeah.
He didn't give us a lot of anything interesting. And
he didn't want to, he would want to talk. I just remember Artie Lang. I had to be laying in bed when he was talking.
Oh my God. He was shut up right before he got
oh my God, bro. Because after that's when he had that thing where his whole nose rotted off. You ever see that?
Yeah.
His whole nose.
Yeah. Poor guy, man. Great talent, but just can't control himself.
Oh my God.
Angelina and Sammy Sweetheart. It was
Sammy Sweetheart, yes.
It wasn't Snoopy. Yeah. You guys never asked me to be on the show. Tito Ortiz. The real Tito Ortiz. Well, he is the real Tito Ortiz. I was supposed to do something with him for Muscle Sport Mag. I actually have his phone number on my phone. He probably changed it since then, because then he was doing that political run. Remember, he was running for some congressional.
He won, and then after he won, he said, "I can't do this. I got to quit."
They were threatening his family and shit because he was like a MAGA guy.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him. He was going to do something with the cover with the magazine, but then it kind of fell. Like a lot of things, it just kind of goes away. Iron Maiden, legendary band, my favorite heavy metal band of all time.
Yeah,
It wasn't Bruce Dickinson. I wish it were. No offense to Blaze Bailey, but Bruce is their main singer. Blaze was their singer for like 3 years, 95 to 98. I think I tried to get somebody from the current Iron Maiden.
We had on my friend too. What's his name there? Fucking from
Bumblefoot.
Yeah, Bumblefoot Tall. Yeah,
Guns N' Roses. Yeah,
Bumblefoot from Guns N' Roses. He would tell you stories. He's such a good guy. Bro, that guy brings his wife everywhere. I've been to parties with him and everything.
He plays with Asia. Remember?
Yeah, he was with Asia.
Asia.
With Guns N' Roses. I think he's with Asia now, isn't he, or something like that?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because the singer died a few years ago.
Because he would talk about Axl Rose and all that shit, being a madman. And
yeah, Bumblefoot, he was great. He was
Bumblefoot, lead guitarist. Yeah, he was fucking unbelievable guitarist.
I remember Gregg's trend story with the little girl falling up the wall?
Oh Jesus, he's talking about that was like a hallucination. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Talking about I put it in. Yeah, it was crazy. You know,
That was on.
yeah, when you have dreams, you know, when you dream like crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Generation I, and that was on one, right? I think that was.
Was it on Generation? I don't know. I thought I put it in a magazine too. But it's, you know, after I did trying to, you know, you have lucid dreams and shit, and you know, it was like ridiculous shit. You know, like some guy, I had a dream the dog was arguing with me because the dog wanted to drive the car.
Fucking
Give me the
family.
keys. It's stupid shit. Sometimes you have stupid dreams, and later on, like, you know, you're talking to your mother. Your mother's already. My mother's dead. She's been dead. I'm talking to her in my dream, and it's a fat black woman. I never say to myself, "Wait a minute, my mother wasn't black and fat like that." You know what I mean?
And then it just switches totally.
And you're like, "What the fuck?" You know, but in your brain, it's your mother you're talking. It's like stupid shit.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's fucking wacky. King Dale Clark. Hi, Greg and Joe. Hi to you, too. Thank you for watching. How long do you think a couple should be together before they feel comfortable farting in front of each other? Well, fucking Greg, been with...
I don't... Yeah, man, I don't get... I'm not gassy or shitty.
Yeah, he shits his pants in front of her.
I shit my pants the first couple weeks.
I would say when you are going steady, however, if that's official or unofficial, if you're just dating a girl and it's the first couple of dates and you see each other once every couple of weeks, if you do that in front of her, depending on the girl, she might laugh or she might be like, this guy's fucking, you know, like, this guy's a, you know, sport about that.
Once you start living with a girl, you know, you shit in front of her, you know. She'll talk to me. We get the door open and we're both talking to each other. We're on the toilet and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't give a shit.
Once you, like I said, once you're steady, then it's all right. I heard a rumor that Charlie Arms was the last guy to fuck Cass Elliot before she died. Mama Cass, Mama and the Brothers, the heavy Michelle Phillips.
Who the fuck thinks these things? Cass Elliot.
If you were in a gym and a man was perving a woman as she squats and even starts filming on his phone and underwear, would you report it or not? Depending on the size of the guy, I might go to him, dude, what the fuck? You know? He's big, I'm not gonna fucking win. So
I would probably say something like, "Yo, dude, you know you're fucking."
Yeah, I would report it.
Probably sees you, you know that, right? But my friend owns the gym. My friend Psycho and would go out there and be like, "That's it." Mike Janusa owns the gym, so he would go out there and he'd be like, because he's caught guys doing that already. He throws them out of the gym.
How fucking lame do you gotta be?
Well, a guy will stand there and make believe he's like this. He'll be like, you know, make believe he's talking to himself or taking a picture of himself, but he's really filming behind him. And the girl, in this case, the girl knew what he was doing.
But you know what? Go to her, find her Instagram account. Do some fucking snooping. Find it out.
No, but you gotta be pathetic to do that, though. You're that pathetic. Yeah. Come on, holy shit, bro. Get laid.
She's probably posting that same video she's doing that you're doing from a better angle.
No, but even if she's not doing a video, sometimes the girls will like be really hot. Maybe they're wearing like fucking spandex or slinky clothes.
Yeah.
You know, that fucking thing up their ass and shit, and they're walking around on a machine, and the guy's like, holy shit, she's hot. So he's standing there. He's making believe he's talking or looking at himself like this in the mirror, but meanwhile, he's filming over his shoulder.
I feel like,
but the girls can tell when
you see a friend go, oh, look at this fucking Bhutan in the fucking gym now. I mean, that's not a big deal. But if you're sitting there filming it and you're like, it's a while.
It's kind of pathetic to me, but
creepy fucking jerk off. You know? Yeah, I wouldn't be nice to the guy doing that. Arlene, what's up, Arlene? How long did Greg date Snooki for?
I didn't date Snooki. Snooki's ex-boyfriend, Emilio.
Yeah.
Is one of my very close friends. Okay.
Yep.
So
I know also.
Right, I knew Snooki too. When I kissed her, we were playing around. I didn't like, you know, like this, but we were just playing around. But I know Snooki because of him, because that's his. He was the love of her life. I mean, to this day, like, you know, like, he's the one who bought her that little alligator. Her first kid, they thought might have been, you know, with that guy. They thought it was Emilio's.
Yeah.
So I know, you know, I'm very close with him. You know what I mean? He's a cop.
Did you ever ask to be on the show? She's also asking. Did you ever ask if you could be on Jersey Shore since you knew?
Oh, I don't want. I was in a scene, but I don't know if they ever aired it. I was in a scene with my daughter and my niece and my girlfriend's brother, and Sammy, sweetheart, was, you know, and she was kicking it too. She was really cute.
Yeah.
She was, you know, she's into bodybuilding, so she was like kind of fucking, you know, talking a little bit to me during the scene. And then I was, you know, we were in it was in a Shore store. It was a scene in the store, and that's where Paulie D was there, and the DJ Vinny or whatever. No, DJ Paulie D and the the kid Vinny.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And when I walked in, the kid Paulie D goes, "Yo, Vinny, your boy's here." Your boy, because he used to read Muscular Development magazine, so he was like into all that shit. And I was kind of jacked and shit. My daughter was younger, you know. And then Paulie D made my daughter and my niece a fucking T-shirts and shit. And,
cool. So they were,
but it was all filmed. It was filmed, you know, like the cameras were there.
Yeah,
you know. It was staged. We got put in there because of me. You know what I mean? Because they knew me from Snooki. Because Snooki and I were friends. Now she's pissed at me, but whatever. Not pissed, but you know, because Emilio, yes, it's the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, too bad, Snooki. I lost.
Bro, you want to talk about small, Joe? I was
like
bent over. I had my hands on my hips and I kissed her like this with my hands on my knees. She's not even 5. She's not only she's not 5 foot. She's maybe 4'9", 4'10" at the most. She's really small.
Yeah,
I mean, I towered over her.
Yeah, she's small. Yeah,
she's tiny.
Like dwarf fucking.
Dude, she's like that. She's not far off of that.
Yep. Greg and Joe, a 99 wrestler, Owen Hart, tragically fell to his death at a WWF event. Some people say there's a tape this fall. Well, to say it can't exist. My question is, you believe there is a tape? And why do some people see it? I heard there was a tape. This was at the beginning before the show started. Remember when he was doing this stupid blue blazer?
I think I saw the tape where he falls off the fucking rope, but they don't show him. Like, you know, they stop it. They don't want to show him laying there on the ground. You know, it's morbid. You know,
it was buried, but I'm sure people got it, and I have heard about the tape.
Yeah, I see.
People getting banned a lot of shit because they wheeled him to the back and then started the show.
Plus, his family don't want you seeing him like fucking like dead like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was terrible. I mean, fucking poor guy. You know.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too.
Yeah, people want to see it because
I'm surprised more guys.
100%. That's why.
Joe, I'm surprised more guys didn't die. They fucking guys jump from a fucking ladder that's like fucking 10, 15 feet up there and dive in the air and fucking jump off that cage and fucking land on tacks. Yeah. I'm surprised more guys don't die. Tables
and shit. Chris, what's up? All athletes want some money. He's talking about on the podcast.
No, it's not just athletes. Even fucking bodybuilders, because some of them got nerve. I don't want to name names, but I know a few that talk to Joe Zapata, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll go on the show. You know, you have like 2 grand, or you know, like what?"
Thanks, but no.
It's off my dick, bitch.
Kim Kardashian wants $1 million for her meet and greet on podcast. She won't get that from me because I don't have it. Greg and Joe, if there was one serial killer or big name in the criminal world who you could sit down and interview to pick their brain and see the one makes them tick, who would it be? I can answer that before I even take a breath. Al Capone.
Maybe Al Capone. It's not a bad one.
Al Capone.
I'm trying to think if it'd be anybody else. Serial killer or gangster?
Anybody in the criminal world. Son of Sam, Ted Bundy, you know.
Well, it depends on what you want, you know, what you want to fucking ask them and shit, you know, because some of them are really fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you want to know what the fuck makes them tick. You know what I mean?
That's why I was looking towards just.
Capone is a good one because he was also in, like, you know, he was in Alcatraz and all that shit.
Yeah, the WAP with the mop. They called him.
Remember, he was a New York guy. He wasn't a Chicago guy. New York sent him to Chicago because there was trouble here. So they sent him.
Johnny Torrio, they were in the 5 Points gangs together in New York City. Capone was born in Brooklyn, but he was
nobody realizes that. They think he's because he's a Chicago gangster. He was a New York gangster sent to Chicago.
You know how he got the scar? He was working the door in a fucking speakeasy or something in Coney Island, and he hit some girl, and the girl's brother was like a tough guy, and he came out and fucking sliced him, and that's why he never wanted that side. He always tried to show the other side on the news.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
He got Johnny Torrio went out to Chicago, started working for Big Jim Colosimo, and then when they were looking to do a takeover, he sent for Capone because he knew Capone was a good muscle guy at the time, and then when Torrio got shot during all of these Bugs Moran and the Irish guy with the flower shop. His name fucking escapes me now. Johnny Torrio got shot and said, "I'm retired. I'm giving it to you, kid." And that's how Al Capone became the boss of the Chicago outfit. They didn't even have naming ceremonies then. Like,
but
Al Capone was never a made. The mafia wasn't like made members at that point in time.
No. You kind of just took shit over. Is really what happened.
Yeah. Dino Bad was the Irish guy.
But the thing is that, you know, fucking Al Capone, everybody thinks of him as a great Chicago gangster. He was not. He was a New York gangster.
And he's buried in Chicago. He had a home in Miami also.
He died of syphilis, didn't he?
Yeah, it made him like he lost his mind. He had like dementia in his 40s. He didn't even know who he was at the end of his life. He was just basically they had home care, and he was like hospice almost when they let him out of Alcatraz. He got fucking stabbed by another prisoner in Alcatraz. I mean, he's totally.
I knew that.
Yeah.
But that's why he would be, you're right, he would be a great interview. Because the fact, I mean, he was in Alcatraz when Alcatraz was Alcatraz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when it was a fucking, the stories those guys could tell. Holy shit.
But he was also a crazy, fun guy, at least from what you see and read and stuff. And he was he was out there. He didn't try to hide. He was like Gotti. He didn't try to hide it, you know. I guess my second would be Gotti.
Gotta be up there.
Yeah, I'd fucking love to fucking sit down and have him be able to talk about it again. Guys, please set up a radio show again. You may won't have any problem getting it. I want to try to do that on this fucking show.
I would love to do a real radio show again. The problem is, though, is you got to get Scott old. You know what I mean? It can't, you know, we have to get backers and money people throw,
There's no money coming out of this show for a guest. You want to come on here and plug your book and your movie.
Right.
And web, Instagram.
But I'm saying we'd have to get paid. I meant we'd have to get paid to do. You got to pay for a radio show and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd have to pay. We'd have to get paid and stuff. Like, you know, to have to. There's a lot involved with that.
It's a whole different.
You know.
Yeah. Did you guys ever have Cousin Brucey or Soupy Sales? No, but I would love to.
Soupy
Sales is in the past. He's
holy
dead.
shit, Charlie, you are funny.
Oh,
Soupy Sales. Remember that fucking guy?
Soupy Sales was funny on TV in the 70s. And hello, cousins.
Oh my God, that's fucking Soupy Sales. Where are you bringing these names out of? Fucking holy shit. Next thing you'd be talking about Bob McAllister. You remember all that shit?
Wonderama with the Bagelette.
Wonderama.
Bagelettes. It's like my.
Does anybody here have an aardvark? Remember all that shit?
Yeah.
I see Johnny. I see Joey. Go ahead.
Congrats on the new sponsor. Just me. Yes, new sponsor, enhancedlabs.com. Thank you so much. We will have all the artwork and stuff by next Wednesday.
Yes.
Hopefully Joe could come on to Potter's podcast this Thursday. I would be fucking happy to go on Joe's cast anytime.
Yeah, Joe and Joe are talking, I think, right?
We are talking. We got some things in the works.
Oh, shit. Is that Lee?
There is Lee. Greg, you took Synthol. You bring up tranny sex to deviate. This isn't Lee.
That's not the real Lee then.
Acceptable in bodybuilding compared to Synthol use. People like you destroy the soil.
Yeah, it's not Lee. It's not.
Sex is more acceptable than
That's not Lee. That's one of these guys that has no time, so he's got to make believe he's other people. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, see adage. See, you know who? Do you know I see him all the time on
and that's not him.
Show, and he's not him. There's somebody uses the same. They use the same shit, all that stuff.
Yep. Greg and Joe, if you were in the gym and a newcomer was getting spoken down to by two big older lifters who were trying to blend him because he's small and new, you see the young man's uncomfortable, would you say something?
If we saw what?
Like two guys were breaking some young newbies' balls and come on, get off the bench. You don't know what you're doing. We want to use it. You know, would you like say, guys, what the fuck? I might. I don't know.
I might. It depends. That's a slippery slope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I would probably say so, but I would also go tell the management, because you know what happens. And if I get in a fist fight in there, or there's a fight, you're going to go to jail. They call the cops on you. And shit, you know what I'm saying?
Gyms, once you have a fight, they
let the gym handle that. You know, because my friend owns the gym, and my friend would be like, just come tell me, I'll take care of it in 2 seconds. My friend would be like, here's your money, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
If I saw a guy really bullying bad, yeah, I would probably stick it. You know, I would say
Years ago, I worked out at a World Gym, and there was these two big guys, and they went at it. There wasn't no bullying. They were both fucking big fucking dudes, and they were just wailing on each other. Nobody got in the middle of it. The two grown men. Do what you got to do.
dude.
The manager, the lady came from the back, and she threw them out. You're gone. Don't come back. You're getting no money back. I don't give a fuck if you just paid a year. You know?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if my friend would give the money back or not. You know, but he would definitely. But I can tell you this: in my old gym, the one I had in Peekskill, I had a bad fight in there where a guy came in with a baseball bat and his brother, and he beat down some black dude, and then a bunch of blacks came in and fought. It was unbelievable. It was a racial war. The whole gym was a fucking bad, very bad. I got hit with the bat too, and I got blindsided. The guy knocked me. I was like 5 feet in the air. I didn't see him. He ran from the side and football, like, you know, to knock me out of the way because I was trying to block the guy with the bat coming. It was terrible. Anyway.
How do you two pervert swamp ass? You
What?
mean that we like swamp ass? If the girl's hot, who cares if it's swamp or ass? You got to make do. Gregg and Joe, does the past exist if you don't think about it? I guess if you don't, you know, you don't think about
Does
it.
the past exist if you don't think about it?
It's
It exists. You could sit there and go, like, there could be a fucking giant fucking monster in your room, and you're going, I don't see nothing. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there. But that doesn't mean you ain't gonna get eaten.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to relive it if you don't want. Are you guys retired or still work? I do this muscle sport thing, and I do regular.
We still
work.
do, yeah, of course. There's no such thing as retiring.
Yeah, retire. Yeah.
Not with today's shit.
Gregg and Joe, Gregg, I believe you were in a hospital 3 years ago and had a near-death experience. Is that right? So may I ask you and Joe, is there life after death? Well, you had some.
I didn't have a near-death experience, but I didn't have a near-death experience as far as, you know, going through the tunnel and
Seeing the light.
like that. I mean, I came close to getting, like, you know, or I could have died from it, but I didn't have anything like that.
Yeah, well, you had some scary shit though. That was serious fucking. That wasn't.
My mother, when I was young, she had like that shit where she supposedly died on the operating table.
Yeah.
And she said she remembered that, you know, the whole same shit here. Like, you know, she said she was up in a corner and she could see them working on her, trying to get her to breathe again and shit. And she said she was very calm. And then, you know, she could hear what the doctors and the nurses were saying. And she repeated it to them afterwards. And they were like, how did you know that? You know, I don't know. So I don't know if any of that, what the hell, but she didn't go to a tunnel or any of that shit.
Okay, but that's still fucking wild though.
Yeah. So it's, you know, that's what she told us, you know, she could hear her mother and my father in the waiting room. You know, she knew what they were saying and the crying and all that shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, she said once she went back in the body, she said she felt pain, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, it's something happened, you know. You don't know.
I'll tell you the scariest thing with me, Joe, was waking up during anesthesia. That was no good.
Yeah, that's a fuck up on the fucking doctors.
Dude, that's no good. There's people I've seen where they said they've been cut open, the whole chest is open, and they wake up. My biggest fear is all that shit. You know, I remember the nurse saying, "Oh, he's not going anywhere." You know, it's because my leg was off the gurney, and she goes, "He's not going anywhere. I have him paralyzed." And I'm like, and I was wide. I couldn't move. You can't talk. You can't go like this. You can't go right there. You can't do nothing.
Yeah, you're just there. Yeah.
You're there.
A fucking numb.
And then thank God I went. I don't know if they saw that I was awake, and I went out, and then that was it. You know, but I remember it very vividly. Yeah, that was scary. And then I remember one time when I had a hand surgery. You know, they knocked me. Now, if I have hand surgery, I've had a bunch of them since, and I won't let them knock me out. I say fuck that. Just numb it. I'm gonna be wide awake. I don't care. Rip it open. Do what you got.
I'll go with it. Yeah.
But the first time I remember, I guess I was coming out of it, and they were still working on my hand, and I remember to go, Gregg, no, don't move, stop, Gregg, and then all of a sudden, they must have injected me with more shit and knocked me out, and then they told me later you know I was trying to get up during the surgery. See, that shit's all scary, bro. You know what I mean?
That's bad. Yeah. I mean, but you don't know. You're waking up. You're in the
I know,
sleep.
but you don't want to fucking wake up during, but that shit's worse than, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's, I don't even want to get into that shit. I get anxiety from.
Yeah, but life after death, we hope so.
I hope so too.
I mean,
Otherwise, this is a cruel. Then life
Yeah.
is cruel.
Yeah, thank you very much. Enhanced labs, my friends. Enhanced labs. We got to bump them up. That's not the real league.
Enhanced labs.
Yeah, that's just a joke.
I know that's not the real league.
Love you guys to get David Cohn if you can't talk about the same Greg game. Greg want to. You can. David Cohn would be a lot of fun.
Oh, Jesus. I love David. Dude, I don't know why nobody. Michael Kay once said this. Why nobody takes that guy as a coach? He's pitching coach. He's this incredible baseball mind. He's smart. He's a great. He can. They even ask him stuff all the time. Like he'll say, he's going to throw. He's going to do a situation. He's very smart, and he's into analytics, which I'm not really into that. But he's an analytics guy.
But that's today. You have to be
right.
Right. Forced on them.
He would be an incredible coach. He's got great stories. He's a madman.
Yeah, I would love to get. Maybe I'll see if how do I reach somebody like him. I'll look it up. I got to find.
Well, I told you I've helped out, and I know Farnsworth, Kyle Farnsworth. Maybe he might. Yeah. Maybe we could do a bridge to that.
Just on his own.
Who else was I going to tell you? Fuck, I don't remember. I still never remembered what I was going to say before. Who was I going to say that we could get on that? I just started talking with like on Instagram. Like I'm friends with Gene Borriello. You know who he is?
Yeah.
The gangster. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like that guy.
He's entertaining, but he's fucking rat. I mean,
Was he?
Yeah.
What about Johnny A-Light? Do you know Johnny A-Light?
Yes, he's a rat also.
Well,
he's a councilman in New Jersey now. He got voted in.
Wait, Johnny A-Light's a councilman?
Yep. John Gotti Jr.'s muscle.
I like him. I don't know why. I like Gotti Jr.
Very entertaining.
I like Johnny A-Light.
Bottom line.
I like Gene Borriello too. I like those guys. But I can't believe Johnny A-Light's a fucking counselor.
Yeah, in some small town in New Jersey.
Good for him.
Listen, like I said, these guys, they're very entertaining. I do watch their stuff, but my respect level is if you're a rat, you're a rat.
Well, look at Sammy the Bull, for Christ's sake. That guy.
Also, he's fucking one against the Don. The Godfather, the Gambino, and the Don of the Five. So
I don't think there's any of those guys who haven't ratted. You know what I mean?
Joey Merlino never did.
Are you sure about that?
I bet my life on it.
I think him and Gene go at it, don't they? Him and Gene.
Yep. Yeah. But it's almost got to like a comical thing at this point.
Yeah.
But I like that genre. It's interesting to me. If a guy ratted, that's his thing. I didn't get in trouble for it, but I can,
But I mean, look at Greg Scarpa. You never thought a guy like that would, none of those guys. Whitey Bulger, all those guys.
Yeah. They were getting paid fucking big bucks.
Greg Scarpa, what was CIA hired him to go down there and fucking get answers from the fucking, you know what I mean?
Mississippi Burning.
Yeah, bro. He went in a fucking cabin in the woods somewhere with a pair of pliers and fucking maybe a blowtorch and shit. And he made that fucking KKK dude fucking give up everything.
The movie has he's a specialist. They have a black guy.
Yeah.
Player. The real story is Greg Scarpa was that specialist. And it was just one of the KKK guys that owned a television repair shop. That's how he came in there. And he was like, I'm going to bring a TV in. And can you fix it? Help me bring it in. It's big. And they went in and he knocked him over the head and kind of kidnapped him. And then got the info out of him. So
he took him in a cabin because the mafia guys, they'll get you to fucking.
Yeah. But the movie made it, I guess, more like it fit better for the movie the way they did it. Fine,
Yeah, it was politically correct, so to speak. But we know it was Greg Scarpa.
In real life, that was. Yeah, I
mean, it's federal. It's information. It's out there. It's not like a hidden secret.
It's public information now for years. Why are women getting freaky Botox and huge implants? Because they think it looks better and they want to get more attention on Instagram. That's the bottom line. Social media. How many followers can I get? And why? That's the thing. Greg and Joe,
That's
if you were to, and we're all guilty of leaving sweat on the bench, yes, of course. But if some very unhygienic man leaves a skid mark, you're disgusted and shocked. Do you say something?
yes.
Uh,
I
I
have.
smell in Italian when I have to fucking wipe the bench down because I bring a towel and I put it on it when I go on that machine. So if I walk up to the bench and about to put my towel and I see a fucking big head of sweat, even if the guy just walked away, I'm like, Jay, minchia, ma pazza, che selvaggi, tutti selvaggi.
I
And I'm wiping it. I get the, and I'm hoping whoever left it hears me. If I didn't see him, I can't, say who did it, But yeah, if I see it, I'd be like, dude, clean this shit up. Literally.
I remember guy fucking left a fucking puddle of sweat in a
Oh.
tanning bed. It was actually like water, like almost like you poured.
You
And
didn't see
he
it?
walked. I did. I walked in there, and then I ran out to the gym, but he had just gotten in his car. I was pissed that I didn't run up to the car. I said, "You asshole! You should have just ran right up to the car, knocked on it, and said, get in there and go clean that."
Go clean. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was bad.
Yeah.
That was
that's
bad.
gross.
I was
Yeah.
mad because then I went back in. He was already outside at his car. So I went, fuck it. You know what I mean? I went back in. I wound up cleaning the fucking thing. But then I got mad that I didn't get him out of the car.
Yeah. Well, shit happens. Who has the smelliest ass in bodybuilding history?
Jesus Christ.
Greg and Joe, we do. Greg and Joe, Western Europe and the Western world in general, seeing a lot of immigration without saying too much because YouTube. Are you for or against it? I'm totally against it. I think it should be America first. I think in Italy, it's Italy first. In Spain, it's Spain
Right.
first.
Me too.
Mexico, it's Mexico first. In Russia, it's Russia first. I don't give a. In Antarctica, the penguins come first. Whatever. I don't give a fuck where you're going.
The snowflakes.
Yes.
No, but you know what? You're absolutely right. But
Take care of your own before you take care of somebody else's. I don't give a. If you
the way
got
it
your
should
shit
be.
that good and you can help somebody else out, then you are.
in any of the countries that these savages are coming from, they would never. If you American, you went there and you said, "I want some money. I want to be, I want like medical benefits. I want food stamps. I want." They'd be like, "The fuck?" They throw you right in jail.
Go fucking duck. They tell you. Anesthesiologist was my girlfriend, Greg. She was doing me a favor. Jesus. I think Megan's friend was the anesthesiologist. She sabotaged and gave you a little less so you'd wake up. Transpersonal psychiatrist Carl Jung believes all human beings have a shadow self. The side we rather not acknowledge and higher side, and all human beings are capable of evil. Do you believe to that? Sounds like the episode of Star Trek when Kirk is in the two and it's an evil.
What is his shadow self? Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that.
When he's scratching his face when he goes after Yeoman Rand, he rips us a fucking.
Wait, I remember that.
So all human
You're
beings.
saying there's a good version of me and a bad version of me, and all.
Well, I think that's normal.
Jung.
Personality. I mean, and some people are.
I think that Carl Jung should have stopped smoking all that pot.
Yeah.
Which side of him wrote that book?
Yeah, the evil or the good one. The real Donnie Brasco was just on Rogan not so long ago. I think I saw that one. Yeah, Joe Pistone is his real name. Donnie Brasco, fucking Johnny Depp was great, and Al Pacino were great in that movie. Donnie. He has his own podcast, Joe Pistone, and I've watched some episodes of it. He was an undercover cop who did 6 years at the
Right.
and was about to get made after he got a contract.
He was actually so deep in it. He was like becoming just like one of them.
Yeah.
Like he'd walk in a bar, guy'd give him a hard time, and he'd smack him around and shit like that. Like he was fucking like one of them.
He grew really.
He didn't want. At the end, he felt terrible about
He did because he knew these guys were going to get whacked.
Sonny Black and shit. Like they felt really bad. He said they used to hang out. He said I'd sleep over the house. We'd lay around in our underwear watching TV.
Yeah,
and shit.
Sonny Black.
Sonny Black.
Watching cartoons Sunday mornings. Yeah. The guy he was supposed to whack, Bruno Indelicato, who's son. That was the contract. He was supposed to whack him out. That guy is still alive and in jail, and he became a big part of the Bonanno family. after the Carmine Galante hit. Even though his father got killed, he was so embedded in the mafia. Once the contract was off his head, he actually went back with the same family that whacked out his dad, who was an intern.
That's fucked up.
And Anthony Indalcato, his nickname was Bruno. He was involved with the Carmine Galante hit. And he was around with Joe Messino and all those guys, and he's still in federal prison. He's going to die in prison. But that's just weird that they killed his father. We're going to kill him. But once the Donnie Brasco thing kind of went, he kind of got cleared.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Donnie Brasco would have done it. I mean, he was deep in the fucking.
He wanted to continue. He said that he didn't want us.
I think he
so
said
close.
he really liked
it. Yeah, and I could really get.
He really liked hanging out with those guys. Like they became like a family to him. You know what I mean? That's what happens.
Lefty with the,
Lefty Ruggiero.
Yeah, he died in jail. He was going to get whacked out like Sonny Black was. Yeah, and the cops picked him up, and then he died in jail of cancer.
Well, in the movie they swapped. They used Lefty. They swapped the way it really was, because he wasn't close with Lefty. He was really close with Sonny Black, and then Sonny Black's the one who took off the rings and the wallet and said,
"Listen, the movie it was Lefty."
They used Lefty doing that.
Black knew he was going to get whacked.
Yeah, he knew it.
He was a fucking stand-up guy. He wasn't going to flip. He wasn't going to run. He's like, I go, and whatever happens, happens. And after they shot him, he was still alive, and he says, make it a good one, get it over with, or something to that effect.
Right.
And they shot him again. And and then they found him without his hands.
And he told Pistone, Sonny Black told Pistone, I'm glad it was you. I'm glad that it was you.
Exactly.
I'm glad it was you.
Yeah, they made it seem more, because I guess it was Pacino's role, so they had them more buddy.
Right.
That played Lefty in the film.
It was easier to run it that way. But
yeah, I read the book too. It's fucking phenomenal.
Pistone was like real, like he said, because, I think he grew up with guys like that. So what happens is you almost like take in there, Pistone was like smacking dudes around and shit with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a cop and he was smacking.
He was a big earner with the fake jewelry stuff.
Well, dude, it's the same thing happened. Remember the movie? My friend actually did all those movies. But do you remember the movie? What's the fucking name of the movie? Oh, Jesus Christ! The one where Al Pacino went undercover as a gay. Wait, what was the
Marathon Man.
No. Al Pacino went undercover. Cruising. Right. That's based on a true story. And that same thing, that guy got so deep into the underground that after a while, like when he'd fuck his girlfriend, he'd smack her around and shit like that. Like he was starting to lose, like who the fuck you start losing your right, because you play a role, And you know what? Look, most of your best actors, you ever notice that Brad Pitt's like dated every one of his fucking female co-stars and shit?
Yeah.
And he's not the only one. A lot of guys do that.
Yep.
But a lot of actors get caught up, like Johnny Depp, was even talking like, with an English accent there for a while. Because he actually got caught up with that pirate thing that he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He actually went and got a gold tooth and everything. But what I'm saying is, a lot of those guys, like Christian Bale and what's the guy that played Butcher Bob? Fucking remember in the 5 Points there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Bill the Butcher. Yeah. Daniel
Day-Lewis. They were saying that he was walking around and he'd be like, I put that, fucking guys,
Patties,
like, dude, we're not on the set yet. And they, because there's some guys who stay in character. It's almost a thing. You've heard shit like that, right?
Oh yeah.
They get like that. Like Johnny Depp after he did that whole movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, he actually fucking was walking around like, it was all, my dear, it wasn't, they even in interviews with him, he still sat there with the black eye makeup and, gold teeth. And, they get too caught up in that,
That's fucking funny, man. Bathrooms in the worst in the gym, people run without a towel, very disgusting. Yeah, I mean, people walking around, they fucking, with their dicks.
Well, you get the old man walking around with his fucking gagoots hanging down there and shit.
Yeah. Genova had armpit stank that can make a maggot gag. Were the maggots growing in his shaker cup in his thing when Johnny Bravo found? Joe and Greg, many people say human beings have free will. Others believe we have a limited amount of free will. Some will say we have no free will at all. What do you think? It sounds like a Rush song. I will have free will. Remember that one?
Rush. Holy shit! Now you're really digging in.
Great.
Yeah, of course we have
Everybody's
free will.
different. If your personality, you might be one of these guys that has to ask a million people, should I do this? Should I do that? Other guys are going to just do it. And,
No, of course we have free will. We have
Yeah.
free will.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when people say to me, but how could there be a God when there's kids dying in Gaza? And I'm like, dude, that's not God doing that shit. You know what I mean? You know, listen, I always used to use the example, Joe, when you were a kid, if your mother said, listen, I just baked a bunch of cookies, okay? But you can't have them after dinner. So I don't want you touching the cookies. You have to have your dinner first. Now I'm going to run across the street to Rita's house for a second. I got to get some and I'm coming back. I'm not going to take these cookies and put them in a fucking cabinet and lock the cabinet. I trust you, Joe. You know better. You know if you have one of those cookies, you're a child. So she leaves. Now you're sitting there going, but I love those cookies, right?
Well,
You know that if you take that cookie, right, and you eat it, when your mother comes home, you're going to have to answer for that. She could have said to you, well, to make sure Joe doesn't eat these cookies, I'm going to put him under a lock and key so he can't eat the cookies. But he doesn't. So what I'm saying is the same thing I believe with God and free will and all that shit. I believe that could God stop the war? He can. But the thing is, I believe that it's man. It's up to you. You know what's right and wrong. And I believe in the end, when you face God, he's going to say, listen, you knew when you had that chick hanging on the meat hook in your fucking basement. You know what I mean? You know that was wrong. You knew what you did. You know,
You're telling somebody,
you understand? So what I'm saying is we do have free will. We're not puppets. You understand? You do. Nobody makes you do anything you don't want to do in life. You understand? You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Italy, I don't know if you remember in '07, a young woman named Meredith Kircher was tragically married. Amanda Cox. Yes, the whole Amanda Cox thing. There was her boyfriend, or there was like a three-way, not a sexual.
You know, some people still believe that she did that show.
You know, if I remember when I was reading about it back then, I think that she was guilty of it. I don't really know the details now, but when I followed it, I thought that.
Do you know what's funny you say that, Joe? Did you ever see the movie with Matt Damon? What was it called? Stillwater.
I didn't see that. No,
it's a great movie because what happened basically it's that same exact story. His daughter's in another country. Is it Italy? No, I think it's France or something like that. I don't know. And his daughter's in another country, and she's arrested for murder of her best friend. Yeah. And he goes over there. And he finds out that it wasn't the daughter that murdered; it was somebody else. Blah blah. But he gets her off the murder. But what he does is he abducts the guy who he believes is the killer. He abducts him, right? And the guy says to him, "I don't do this. I don't do this. A girl did it." And he goes, "What girl did it? What girl? You're a liar." And he goes, Stillwater, because she had a necklace that she gave to her. What it was his daughter was actually a lesbian and was in love with her own roommate, and she was jealous. And so when she got back, she got off, and she came back to the States as a hero. Same exact story as the Amanda Knox story. Yeah. Same exact story. Comes back, she's a hero, and her father realizes when she got back home, they're sitting there talking on the porch at the end, and she's like, "Look, I didn't mean to do it. I got jealous. I got upset, you know." And he realizes, "Holy shit." And I think that that's exactly what happened with Amanda. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be too. I think that when I was following it, I thought that she was, you know, maybe she didn't do it solo, but I think
it's the exact same story.
Yeah,
the Stillwater story. They were at a party. It was the exact same story. Yeah. I think the girl got pushed out a window or something like that. But it's the exact same story as Amanda Knox. And when the girl got home, you found out she really did do it. She put up you believed the whole time that she didn't do it.
Yeah, and then
until the end, you realize that she really did kill her, and I think that's the same thing. I don't think Amanda Knox is innocent. I think she played. I think she played the people.
I agree, Dale Klopp. I think she got away with it. Yeah, Nick, I can't say that. Nick. Any truth to the rumor that Frank Sinatra put out a contract at Joe Piscopo for impersonating him on TV, but his son Frank Jr. becomes all good fun? No, I don't think so. But was Frank Sinatra friendly with many people that were involved in the thing?
Yeah.
Of course. He fucking the Westchester Theater up by your house.
Yeah.
They all played there. That was their fucking. That was like their Atlantic City.
I was at the opening of that theater.
Yeah,
my father did all their like work for them, their artwork and everything.
That's
So
fucking.
we would have a day to place open. My father was in with the Christopher Columbus Club too. He was actually one of the founding fathers of Westchester County. You know, my father's a very proud Guinea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
he knew a lot of mob guys and stuff. But he was involved. My father was the chairman for the Christopher Columbus.
They had a fucking paper guy on there who owned it, but it was all owned by the thing.
Mob. Yes, so a mob.
This is the last question because again, I always say, Greg, I gotta go. It's fucking 3 hours almost. That's interesting, Greg. I never heard of that film. I never did either. That does seem good.
Listen to me, you guys. It's an fucking unbelievable film. Matt Damon should be up for the Academy Award for that. It's called Stillwater. Watch it with Matt Damon. If you want to watch a good movie, that's a great fucking movie. Watch the movie. I kind of ruined it for you now by telling you,
No,
but you gotta watch it. It's really because the love of this guy. He wasn't there for her kind of growing up. He kind of was always working. He's like a working man, this slob. You know what I mean?
He felt that he slipped up.
And he stayed in France just to save his daughter's life. And he went and he got a job and worked there. And he wound up abducting this guy. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to get to the answers. It's a great fucking movie.
No, it sounds good. And I don't know what the timeline was, but it probably was made afterwards. I'm just guessing, and then loosely based.
Yeah, what's the name? King Dale Clark? Is that his name? King Dale Clark. If you watch it, come back here next week and tell us what you think.
Yeah, let us know.
If you're into that Amanda Knox shit, watch that movie. It's the exact same thing.
Yep. Greg and Joe, thanks for answering my questions. Anytime, King Dale Clark.
Anytime.
You had some good ones, some very esoteric stuff, and I enjoy that. It made us use our fucking minds a little bit. Greg show again. Greg, great show again.
Great show.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Guys, we'll be back 1 week from today for Enhanced Labs. Hopefully we'll be, holding him and all of that stuff. But
don't forget, if you die, you know what I'm saying?
And also, if you die, chapelofpeacecremation.com will take care of all your things. Greg, I love you, brother.
I love you too, Joe. If you have a pet hamster, they have a fucking urn this big. So even your pet hamster, they'll fucking cremate him.
They got a nice little fucking urn for those guys.
Even for the gerbil that goes up your ass. When he dies up there, you pull him out, clean it off a little bit, send it to Johnny.
Burn it and bury it. Guys, we'll see you next week. Take care.
All right, guys. I love you guys, man. Keep your chin up. All right, Joey, I love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.